3D
So,
dice. Let's enable it. Let's see.
It's not enabled, I think.
You
so
can enable it.
while you all futz around with settings, let's just start with the classic.
Sure.
Last time on Icewind Dale, Rime, uh, no wait, we're still not
Yikes.
there. Where are we? What's going on? Who wants to remind us? Our little recap.
Not in Kansas
I,
anymore.
I think we should ask Mace since he was. That'd be so unfair.
Yeah, of course. Well, we got transported to a new realm,
Yeah,
and
pretty much.
yeah,
That's about
turns
all that
out,
he remembers. He blacked out for a while.
yeah, don't trust people with red shoes.
No. Who wants to fill us in what happened last time? Or I can do it. It's no problem. Just figured to ask.
I feel like I give an abridged version almost every time, so...
To be fair, it was Fred last time, which is why I don't really want to rely on him. I just went through that episode recently. But that's fine. I will give us a little recap as well. So essentially last time, you guys awoke after resting your first night here in the High Heaven of Myriad Doorways. You were then basically kind of fed, allowed to, Kara started training, Mallow did some alchemy, Pluzak learned some stuff from Gia. You guys basically just kind of started, laying out your feelers into this realm, essentially, in each your own individual way. Each in your own individual way. Man, I feel like I said that horribly. After that, you were brought to these three master craftsmen that you were told about. A master smith, an artifact master, and a array master. During your time there, it was kind of forcibly revealed to a degree the extent by which these people can kind of do things and the extent by which they could recognize and help adjust your gear. By this I mean Leif's sword was given a bit of a spa day, which she very much enjoyed, and he was kind of taught how to better maintain her blade, since, that was not, really being done too much, he's never really had a magical item like her, didn't really know what was going on. Mace had both, well, not necessarily himself so much, but Chance very much kind of ogled over and gushed over for a while between several craftsmen, as Chance was apparently something that they had kind of never really seen before, believed that each individual one could not inherently create something like him. It'd have to be, the effort of multiple men. And Mallow had a cloak that was changed from being weak to the sunlight to more of a cloak of elven-kind scarf that he can now wear at all times. Kara had Rhoda's old battle axe finally reshaped and kind of made more in her image. So she now has some dual axes that should suit her far more in her battle style. And Cien actually also had, which was kind of what introduced you guys to arrays, some bolts made that had some special slots for array materials so that they could be bestowed with spells and things for distant array activation. Quite a unique idea. This did also introduce you guys to the concept of arrays. I believe Pluzak took the most interest, but pretty much everyone was there listening, looking at things, learning. So with that, I would say that all of you do have the ability to do arrays if you wish. Pluzak is the only one who asked for materials, but of course anyone can go back and ask at any point. I do think I put a number on your materials last time, Pluzak. I do think I want to change that a little. You are just going to have a bag of array flags, because they've already kind of showed you they do have dimensional storage, and I don't really feel a need to limit how many you can use right off the bat. I will warn you, if you use the flags, they are kind of weak, they're very easy to disrupt. If you want to make it your own and kind of create your own object, array items of some sort, that's probably going to be, a little more fun, a little more flavor, and maybe would be a little stronger in use. That would probably, be something fun to do. But otherwise, you can just use as many flags as you want. Anyone else, it's kind of going to be the same thing. If you want flags, you can get flags. You can make arrays. If you need more clarification on what they can do for you, we can always go into that at some point as well. And Mallow, I will also clarify for you. The Array Master did explain to you, they kind of believe here that it is best to kind of follow one path and kind of dedicate yourself to that, but it does not mean that you cannot use arrays. So if you also want to get materials and start trying to use that as well in your own way, feel free.
I
Didn't
think for
mean to
now I'm
make
just going
that
to focus
limiting.
on alchemy.
So-
No. I think I am just going to focus on alchemy, though.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure you knew because I didn't mean to make it limiting per se. It is just the way that the people here kind of certainly live their lives. If that hasn't been evident enough with all of the talk of paths in the limitless paths sect. So, with that though, we do find ourselves coming in after a night of resting in the hot springs. Your bodies and minds are both thoroughly calmed, rested, and ready for whatever is to face you this next day. So long rests and everything. If any of you are missing HP or spell slots or whatever, you can make sure you have those back, and that's where we come back in.
So, just so I understand,
Yep.
only people who can cast can use arrays?
No, anyone can technically make an array. The question is, how can you, like, what do you have that you can place in it? And I will
Well,
be
that's
honest.
kind of
Yeah, go for it.
because I mean, the way you explained it, I equated it to like something similar to like we mentioned before, a glyph of warding, without the limitation of the location.
Yeah, you can do that
Uh,
with them. Absolutely. Yeah.
What I mean by that is, are there baseline effects that are able to be produced by the array, or can you just use it as a
I don't have a list
pseudo...
of things for you. No, there was something that was shown to Pluzak, which is he was asking about the possibility of storing souls because it was mentioned that arrays can store souls. So there are some narrative things that they can do that really don't have an immediate effect. I will tell you, there's no planned like you can make an array that creates a campfire. If you think that you want to do that, we can talk about it. That would probably be an effect that arrays exist that they could do. There were scrolls that were kind of displayed to you guys, and I know that you weren't here, you don't know this. That you could go to the array master and ask for like a list of kind of basic effects that you would think would fit for you. I'm trying to kind of more be creative with it, give you guys an avenue. I would tell you my intention was just to kind of be flexible with spells and things more, but honestly, whatever you can come up with, I'm game to run with at this point. So, and if you want to talk after about certain things or start planning things, we can also do that. But no, there are no inherent,
limitations.
Right, exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's good to know.
Yep. I think that should be it. Yeah. So, any other questions?
Well, I'd be interested in knowing what's the main difference between so there's arrays in the form of a magic circle, right? But
Yes.
there's also what they use to sort of travel between worlds.
Okay. So to clarify, world tears naturally exist.
But they manage them through arrays, as far as I
Correct.
recall.
So the best way to consider it is the arrays are all the same. It's still just a magic circle. The effect that's placed in that magic circle is something to the effect of stabilize portal. Okay, so something to that effect. The same way that Pluzak learned about arrays that contain souls, right? So it's just there is some sort of base effect that they can create that they know how to do.
So this
Yes.
means that arrays are able to alter already existing effects.
Yes,
Okay.
absolutely.
So these flags that we have, these array flags,
Mhm.
are we saying like one flag is a standard array?
An array, it would be a set of 5 flags, technically.
Okay.
Yes. It shouldn't matter, you just have
big are these
unlimited number
flags?
sets. So the ones that Pluzak has are probably about a foot tall. Think of them as like little, like yard flags, little triangle yard flags. I don't know if you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Okay.
They were also shown
okay.
to you, Pluzak, that they're kind of enchanted that you can just kind of place them on the ground anywhere. But again, keep in mind that they can be knocked over or broken pretty easily.
Yeah.
Do they have I guess that's a bit too meta, so maybe like you don't need to answer, but do they have like their own AC and stuff?
Yes and no. So the flags, for example, would have like just a 1 HP if they're hit. it's really more about knocking them over is kind of very easy. If you guys are to design your own, then we would definitely talk about what that would entail. Yeah, sort of an AC or an HP. So I
Okay.
think I need to clarify to you as well, Claude. It was shown that, for example, Cien's bolts have tiny stones in them. So like a rock would, of course, be harder to break. If you want to create something more robust out of metal, we could talk about how to do that as well.
So hold on. What you're saying that is that these,
actually, metal
I
might
guess
not
that
work,
the
really.
basis for the arrays, in this case the flags,
Mhm.
doesn't have to be the flags.
You can create other bases, yes.
Yes.
Okay,
So
okay, okay.
natural
So, like,
materials
Let me
work
do
best.
this. On this array, ignore yourselves on the map because I haven't changed you guys yet. It is the stones. The rocks were purposely created in those locations to form this specific array with this specific effect, right? So in this case, it's rocks. You have the capacity to know how to kind of make others, but you'd have to find the materials and all that along the way. So
Right. So do the materials entail like inherently magical stuff, or
it was told to you. Let me find the note, or at least it was kind of explained. I might not have been super clear. Memento. Sorry, I know where it is. I just gotta find it in my notes. So the flags, and in general, for the basic array structures that you guys were taught, it is a 5-point array. They require a green, white, red, blue, and yellow flag. Each flag actually represents an element. So they are kind of, in this instance, cloths that are kind of interwoven with, good girl, Sophia, interwoven with ki from individual elements that represent those things. So what you guys would have to find is some way to either, you'd have to find elementally based things. So like lava rock could very well represent fire, right? So it's not necessarily easy to find these things, but it also, once you find one, I'm not going to be stingy. You can just like start making things. That's why I say we should discuss it off board a little bit. I'm more
Okay.
trying to give you
Yeah.
the information to start digesting, and then we will kind of
Of course, of
adjust
course.
it going forward.
So some understanding, so long as it, generally speaking, so long as it meets the elemental thematic requirement, it
Right.
should be okay.
Right, and sorry, and I should clarify, acid is green, cold is white, fire is red, lightning is blue, and thunder would probably work for that, if there's, like a rock. Well, actually, lightning, sorry, I should clarify that later. And then poison and necrotic represents yellow. So that's kind of the ones that the flags are all endowed with.
Okay.
And actually, if anything, I should probably make a note of that to you guys in Discord or somewhere. I will do that momentarily. Yeah, anything else?
I think I'm good.
No, I'll probably talk to you
Absolutely.
after about it more.
Perfect. Sounds good. Yeah. So, again, we do find ourselves coming in. It's the next morning. I guess I would just ask, what do you guys want to do, and how do you want to do it?
This is not where we ended.
That is correct. I did tell you at the end of last session you would be coming back after a long rest at the mansion. I pretty
Gotcha.
much placed you guys all in the positions that you had last slept in when you were here. You would awaken to, I should say, voices from the other room, and anyone who looks around casually would notice there's Leif and a Echo kind of spooning each other in one of the beds where it was just Leif the night before.
Not again.
Nothing's changed.
I want to look and see if there's a fish in between them, connecting them.
No fish actually. There's a lot of
again.
There's a lot of like interweaving of the legs though. It's really tough to tell.
Lizek's just gonna look into the room over here, see if the statue is still there in the corner.
Yeah, absolutely. All of them are in the positions where they normally are. So Kara, I do think you walked in first. Cien was kind of with you. Leif, you and your Echo. So as you awaken, you would kind of notice that your Echo's out, and you kind of like, this is like everyone said, this has happened before. And as you go to walk to the other room, it kind of follows you, and you just kind of have this strange sense that this one seems to have a little bit more awareness than usual. But again, this is not unfamiliar, so things are what they are.
Yeah, I kind of look at it suspiciously. Like it's not out of the norm, but it's a little weird, every time you wake up next to yourself.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Wait, so you're saying that you're not doing this?
I mean, I did not do it, but I did not do it. This is still like semi new to me. I don't know all of its capabilities.
Some people are just given power.
Soup's bad.
As long as the echo doesn't
Immediately kills
it's
Lave.
fine.
Swings at the wrong one, leaves the echo.
Yeah, that's why I'm eyeing it suspiciously, because there's a thought that maybe it's become sentient, and it's going to attack me, like the old Jet Li movie, The One or whatever, where it's gotta fight him.
It's a
There
doppelganger.
can only be one Japanese version.
It's a doppelganger. It has to kill you to take over your life.
I mean, you guys wouldn't know if he killed me outside and then just came back. You'd just be like, yeah, he's
Well,
a little
isn't he
gray.
like a walking sepia tone?
Yeah,
Or
he's
is
like
that
a
just-
transparency gray thing, but he's just like, I haven't had a lot of fish today. I'm not myself.
Yeah, ignore the ability to see through me. That's just I'm wasting away, literally.
That happened. Yeah, that happens sometimes.
You're not you when you're hungry.
Have a Snickers.
Oh God. All right, but so Kara, as you walked in, you would have noticed, of course, that Rhoda and Air were both talking pretty in depth with both Xinglong and Jia, and everyone, of course, can see Lide is just kind of leaning on the wall in the corner, listening pretty intently. And it's quite obvious that their tone is hushed enough to try and keep away from even your ears. But the conversation that you do pick up is already
I roll for
talking.
perception.
You can roll for perception, but I'm going to tell you, you kind of were already asleep during most of the juicy stuff, but we can see what you maybe catch. No, roll for perception.
Okay.
We can see what you maybe catch, like right as you were waking up, sort of thing. Yeah, so with a 21, I guess you would hear...
It's the same as my passive.
Excuse me. Look at that. Would you look at that? Finally. Alright, so, but yeah, you would basically hear something to the effect of whispered tones about Odin having told them to give you a horn, but first you have to prove to them that your Einherjar are worthy of you kind of receiving it. Sounds like it's more a trial for them than you, but, your sisters did tell you what they kind of intend, so we'll see. But otherwise, they would be asking... Ear would kind of be the one doing most of the talking, of course, and as she's leading in with more of a... Yeah, so, can we just use that same forest we came in? Is there sort of like a sacred land thing around here? Do we have to ask someone for permission, or how does that all work? And Xinglong's just, no, it is fine. There's no ownership of any land in this vicinity that would not be capable of you to use. If anything, we will just make sure that either Cien or Lide sticks with you guys, and they will be able to direct you to stay out of any private territory. And we'll say that's about where you're walking in, if you do want to interject at all.
Miss anything of interest?
Kara! Ear, basically will try and jump across the table at you. I don't know if you want to roll for dodge.
Just face palm her while she's mid through the table and just be like, we're in someone else's home, have some respect.
Yeah, that's why she kind of beats her wings slightly once, flips up over you, and lands behind you, just sitting polite, waiting, arms outstretched.
Fine.
Fantastic. She gives you a relatively quick hug for once, stands up, and will scamper back over next to Rhoda. Pluzak, as she walks by, she does ask, do you want to sit at the table? I can make room. We can make room.
How would you make room?
I can pretty much guess how she would.
Ear will just actually at this point slide over. Pat the chair she was on.
You want me to sit in between you?
I mean, ideally, no, but I'm trying to be nice. You're one of Kara's on here, you are, so, need you ready for today.
As far as I've been able to understand, what you're calling us is essentially a sort of chosen warrior, right?
Mm-hmm.
What are we exactly chosen for?
She would, if anything, both the sisters would actually look at you, Kara. I think that they would first see what your understanding is, because they do, they are aware of your kind of lack of memory.
I've explained our purpose in the past, correct?
In a way, yeah. But there was never a purpose to it, at least not a final one.
We mark the souls of those we think worthy to feast in the halls of Valhalla at their death.
You understand that I don't consume food.
Do you understand that you have a soul?
I'm not completely settled on that one, but for the sake of argument, let's say yes.
Doesn't matter. It's a hall of revelry and celebration. Whether you eat, drink, or fight, it doesn't matter. You get to do all three.
And that's just because I pummeled some nasty people in the past.
No, it's because I chose you.
Well, aren't I lucky?
You said something about souls.
Mm-hmm.
When do we get more souls?
Well, you don't get them per se.
Do
You
you
get
have
to
a
join
permit
them.
to handle souls?
Kara would stop and look to her sisters. Do we just have divine ordinance, or do we actually have permits?
No, no, it's like a divine ordinance thing. You're right there. That's
Yeah.
you really don't remember as like anything for what we used to do, huh?
Yeah, I kind of hit the ground pretty hard.
Okay. So you guys are kind of more like soldiers design, and immediately Rhoda's hand is just gonna like jab out and slap over Ear's mouth, and she just stands, walks to the door, and looks over her shoulder at all of you and goes, "The best way to teach an Einherjar is just to show them. Let's go." And she's gonna walk.
Well, that's a way to make an exit.
She's still bitter that you all kicked her ass.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Ear's
You
like
know-
massaging her jaw, by the way.
Yes. There's been a lot of talk about souls and life energy and such. And you'll forgive me for saying this as I look to our hosts, but I'm slightly, well, I'm more than surprised that you found me to be a unique
Right click
creature, considering the knowledge that you seem to have on the subject of life and what it's composed of.
Oh yeah, you'll have to move the little scrollers on the side then.
Our understanding of life, as you call it, is limited to what we have shown you. There is inherently an essence, a spirit, behind bodies. I believe, have you seen ghosts before? There are many, and
Yeah,
plenty of the
pummeled a
realms we have
few
been
too.
through. That is good to hear. So that essence is definitely something we have learned to maintain, control, and enshrine in a way that allows us to continue life with our loved beings. But what you are is very different. You register not as a soul within an unfitting vessel. You are inherently like a person. And this is something that I must admit I can see far better than most in our realm. But I do at least recognize the difference. I'm not sure how many here do, to be honest.
The reason I ask is because no matter what I may be, I was made, unlike most natural creatures. As such, I don't find myself necessarily in harmony with all the things that you're describing to me.
It's actually Lide at this point who kind of walks over. He places a hand on your shoulder at this point, and his brow is furrowed as he basically says, "You were made. Not just your hammer. Both of you."
Well, yes, that's why we're Siblings.
He reaches a hand out towards Chance, kind of looking at Chance more than you, like expecting Chance to kind of grab onto his hand himself, but doesn't really say anything, and Chance doesn't inherently move. You can kind of tell, you can sense the apprehension from Chance that he's kind of like not sure what to do.
Mm-hmm. I would reassure him and tell him it's all right.
Okay. So he would kind of tenderly put a tendril in Lide's hand, and Lide would lay, he already has a hand on your shoulder. You basically feel, if anything, like a heat from his hands, not too hot per se, but warm enough that you can tell it's there. And he just furrows his brow further. You're the same. You're one. I need to think about this. And like he just lets go of Chance, lets go of you. He looks over at Ear at this point, and he's like, I will, I'll lead your sister. Come along when you all are ready. But you've at this point clearly got something in his head that he just walks away, considering, like hand on chin, almost absent-mindedly. And he will join Kara and Rhoda.
Mace will give a sort of I guess the closest thing he can get to a quizzical look through the helmet.
Yeah.
And he would look more towards both the hosts and also their new owl friend, and say, I understand that he's probably benign, but do I have to worry about anything?
Xinglong would basically warn you, to some extent, of, well, he is a craftsman, a smith, swordsmith specifically, so his interest in your hammer I'm not entirely sure, but in terms of seeing you as something to learn from, that he probably does, but no, he is harmless unless he takes interest in you in a fight, but has he mentioned that to you?
No, but...
Then no, you have nothing to worry about.
Well, my father learned about animals by dissecting them, so I just figured I would ask.
Gia immediately is aghast. She's like, "Can you do not do that, do you?
No,
Please
granted,
never
I
do.
don't have...
If you need to learn about animals, ask me. I can tell you that is no problem."
Well, I appreciate it. I'd rather not.
Do not hurt the
do
little
that.
ones.
I won't.
She's like
thank you for the
cracking her
warning.
knuckles under the table, by the way.
I think they need me over there.
Chance is like immediately wrapping his tendrils around your arm as you're walking away, like hugging you, shaking, Anyone else?
Soul? Which direction?
What was that? Souls?
Souls?
As in...
Are we not worried about this man
You
who just
wish-
apparently wants to eat fucking souls?
No, he wants to eat trees. He wants to collect souls.
That's even more concerning.
Souls, as in you need some? We do not really gather them. She like looks towards Xinglong, who's no. I guess he kind of like points towards the armor in the corner. He's like,
No.
"Do you wish to study one? That's the best I can offer. Our armor in the corner. I don't. What do you mean by souls?"
Kara said something about soul.
Oh, I didn't realize that you were supposed
sister
to. Yeah, I didn't realize you were talking to Ear. That's my fault. Oh, you meant that for me. Yeah. So we technically gather souls, bring them to Valhalla, as she said, and then train them up in an army, where they are basically awaiting to fight at the end of the world. That'll be you guys when you die.
She's gathering us now?
Oh, well, technically, because she's a Valkyrie, she will, she inherently has the ability to gather powerful warriors around her, and then if she chooses them as Einherjar, as chosen warriors, then they of course become, part of her little cohort, as you all do or have, and from there, that's it. You're chosen warriors, and then when you die, we'll take your souls up to Valhalla. Yeah, I mean,
From the
unless of course
distance you
something
hear,
keeps them
she's
to
a
this mortal
religious
plane.
leader.
And so she sees us as powerful warriors.
Absolutely. I mean, technically, it's more like an inherent thing within you. You all have, like, this trait that we can kind of sense. It's part of our being. And you're naturally kind of drawn towards us, or we're drawn towards you, I guess, is how it technically works. But yeah, it's a thing.
It's not the first time I've had someone drawn towards me, but
But what if I want my soul?
Oh, I mean, that's fine. Kara is the one who will bring it. So if you just talk to her, she can just not, right? Like, I'm pretty sure she's nice enough. Now, if it was Rhoda, yeah, you'd just be glad it's not Rhoda. At this point, she will stand up, though, and she'll just kind of, like, wave you on, Pluzak, and be like, we should, by the way, keep up with them. It is technically what we're supposed to do this morning. So, hey, thank you guys for your hospitality. We will, I guess we'll come back and talk to you about that whole thing with the portal. But, see you in a bit. Just kind of, like, waves hesitantly at Xinglong and Jia, but will otherwise start to kind of, like, walk away, looking backwards at you guys, just, like, waving you along to follow. But if you need to ask any more questions, she will still answer. She's just kind of trying to bring you along.
Yeah, I'm gonna look at Xinglong and say, any word on the culling?
It has taken slot in your mind. Worry not, nothing major has changed, although several of the portals that we were locating the Draconids coming through have closed. We believe this bodes well, but honestly we won't hold our breath. There are still plenty of scouts watching and returning information of any changes we see. I will keep you informed now that I am aware that you are worried about it.
Only to assist you and Gia.
I heard only to assist.
Only to assist you and Gia.
Ah, okay. Well known, well taken. I will let you know how you can do so as soon as if I become aware of anything that we need it for.
And I'm gonna turn to Leif, and I'm gonna say, Leif, and I'm gonna like look at the both of them and like pointing, a little claw out and kind of like going between the two of them.
I'll stand up and take a half step and just be like, yes.
What is he here for a reason?
Well, they're always here for some sort of reason. I mean, I bring them here.
Right, but they usually don't stick around.
Ah, yes, I did mean to mention. I've noticed that there is some strange effect that seems to be going on with your key there, swordsman. Leif, correct? Yes. You did not call up this copy of yourself?
I do not remember calling him, but I do enjoy a late refreshment for myself before the night. So it's possible it's lost in my memory.
I think it is more likely that, just as you have been intending since coming here, changes to your being are coming about. It will cause strange effects, especially in our realm. It has been seen before in other worlders who come here. So just take it as it comes, and continue to be yourself. Follow your path. Things will be fine.
Thank you. Thank you for everything that you and everyone here has done.
Our goal is to help. Please, good luck this morning. Learn the lesson that you are to be taught well. We will see you this afternoon for, let us call it, mental training.
Leif's just gonna nod, and then he's just going to kind of step past Pluzak and walk out here. And his
Absolutely.
Echo is going to follow.
Absolutely.
Did you poke him with a stick to see if he disappears?
Just over my shoulder, just not yet.
I want to go up to Kara and just be like, Leif is being extremely kind and courteous. I'm very concerned.
Did you poke him with a stick?
No.
Did you throw a fish down a flight of stairs and see if he chases it?
No.
Well, if he doesn't respond to fish, then we know there's a problem.
Did you burn any rope?
I don't have any fish, though, is the only problem.
Cut a rope.
Oh, wait a second. I'm fucking
Cien,
stupid.
by the way, as you all are discussing this, Cien comes running with a stick out of nowhere.
I was going to say, I just use minor illusion to
All
create
right,
one.
so Cien,
It's like a fish.
just roll me a melee attack with whatever weapon you have. You'll have a proficiency with a stick. I mean, everyone can swing a stick. So let's see if you can knock this Echo.
Stephen Hawking can't.
What would technically be the stick? You think? Because
Just roll your
quarter
I don't want to.
You have a rapier, right?
No, I don't.
Yeah,
yeah.
one
Let me see.
d6.
Roll an unarmed strike. You'll be fine.
Club,
It's the same.
Well-
it's
right?
the same plus.
Isn't
I
a club
have,
a stick?
I have the monk unarmed strike though.
Yeah, it's
Sure.
all the same plus though, because you're proficient with
Okay.
unarmed strike. That's why. Yeah.
Okay, so it's
Okay, so not
The
quite
stick
on
breaks.
the first one. Give me a second. I believe you have 2 on action, or no?
E. I do.
Oh, not quite on the second one. You're hitting the Echo, but it doesn't seem to break it. So yeah.
I'm not trying to break it. I
You're
just
trying
wanted to hit
connect
it.
with it. Ah, then yes, it seems to still be there. The stick is just not enough to seem to do any damage to it, so you can't tell what happens. Like an Echo in normal battle, but it is definitely there physically.
Why are we attacking myself?
Because you didn't have a duplicate before.
I mean, I've always had one. This is nothing that we haven't seen before. Let me think here.
Kara looks back. Does it have a number?
Hang on. I'm gonna look at my Echo, and I'm just gonna say, "Are you ours?"
Something with fish. Yes?
Something with fish. Oh no.
He's ours.
Oh no. Pluzak is just like scared now. And he's looking at everybody else.
I want
And
to
he
make a
just
grapple
goes.
check.
He goes.
Make a grapple check.
I want to make a grapple check, but I want to do like the run up Rey Mysterio, wrap my legs around him, just try to throw him on the ground and fucking like rear naked choke him.
Why are you choking that one? He knows the password.
The fucking that one. I don't know which one's which.
Actually, that's a better question. Which one said the password?
The Echo.
Well, we have our answer.
I'm fucking going after the Echo. Is it athletics, acrobatics?
You
what
have
do we
to
need
do
here?
athletics for a grapple check. He can counter with athletics or acrobatics.
Okay, hold on. I'm going to go out of this. 'Cause it's...
So as this is happening, Pluzak is gonna say as quickly as he can. Everyone, code words now.
Plizak is super worried now.
Perhaps, maybe not everybody's in the current company.
Don't care. Something's happening.
Oh god. Why is it not connecting? Why are you being dumb? Oh, that's why. A fucking 1.
Amazing.
Hey! So I'm going to say the Echo doesn't even have to really roll at this point. You go to walk up to grapple the Echo and trip over nothing, falling face first onto
Over
the
the
ground.
stick that was being
Oh, that
used, then
yes.
it-
So you toss the stick aside afterwards. You trip over the stick, fall flat on your face. You were not ready to catch yourself either. You hit your nose hard.
Nice grappling, Harrison.
Thanks, bud.
Thankfully, you can just grow another.
Yeah, you stand up and all of you watch as his nose just like snaps back into place. Still bleeding.
Oh no, it does
because-
not snap. You hear a horrible crunching
yeah,
bone.
yeah. Fitting for Mallow. Regardless. Yeah. Everyone good to move on?
So no code words from anybody?
Oh yeah, it's
I,
right,
I,
'cause
whis-
got-
I
I'm just
whispered it
gonna-
to you, sir.
Yeah, I'm gonna just
Okay.
walk over. Yeah, I'll walk over and just like kind of not like a full whisper, just kind of just be like,
No, I mean I used the whisper function. I sent it to
Oh,
him
nice.
Yeah.
in-game.
Yeah.
yeah, I'm just gonna. Walk
Oh yeah,
over
I'll
and be
probably
like,
do the same.
something with fish.
God, that
So
could
now,
please.
so when the other Leaf tells me the same code word, like Pluzak's eyes are just like wide open, and lets out a little fart again.
the fart of worry.
And I saw how Mallow did his thing, and I just assume it's Mallow because that's something he would do.
I create a giant penis in front of him. A
I
large
look-
erect dick.
I look at the rest, the swordsman and Kara's sisters, and I say, "This is why we have problems. Are you sure that you're even real?"
To the sisters?
That's deep.
And the swordsman.
If we are real, he like pats himself. Like, I believe I exist. Are you real?
I don't know what's happening.
Your friend over there is likely undergoing a change of some sort. His powers are fluctuating as his views on life and his goals are fluctuating in tandem. That is all.
I create a picture of my sister.
How,
See what they
with
vote.
minor illusion.
Yeah, blind relation.
Oh,
I just
jeez.
create an image of my sister to see what they do.
Did like full Princess Leia, you're on the
Well,
hill.
yep.
Hold on a sec. I can help with this. Where is Mallow? There you go. An image of Serena, I guess, appears between the two Leifs and Mallow. Apparently there's no response. Sorry, Mallow.
She immediately
muted?
crumbles into a pile of goo. And then goes away.
Okay.
I mean, who was supposed to be the one responding?
Yeah, which Leif?
The one that fucked her.
Which one has a boner?
Yeah.
Yeah, which one has a boner? I need to look at
Technically,
pants.
one of them's an
Who's-
echo, so you just really need to
who's-
get it from one.
Who said both of us weren't there?
Oh no. Oh no. Alright, we're not doing this again.
Again, what's the number?
Kara's still on the right goal here. The problem is we never determined where the number actually shows up. At this point, though, we're going to say that you guys have been chatting about this while walking. Rhoda has
Sure.
led you guys into an area in the woods, and you can all start yourselves, kind of more towards the north side of the map. So at this point, Rhoda will turn around, kind of spins on her heel, gazes out at all of you as she kind of removes her axe from its little holder on her back. And basically, she just glares for a moment, taking you all in. She looks at you, Kara. I will admit, as much as I've never liked your choices, they are strong. Our fight proved that much earlier. But you have not taught them anything about how to fight as Einherjar. She looks out at all of you. You all are not our sister's caretakers. You are her army. It is not your duty to protect your Valkyrie. It is your duty to follow her, to strike and strike and strike, tear down every foe that she points you towards. Take no regard for anything besides a warrior's pride. Victory. And do so fearlessly, Einherjar, for when you finally fall, you will realize yourselves just as immortal as us. For your Valkyrie will rise you to Valhalla, where you shall feast, drink, and partake in the pleasures of flesh both on and off the battlefield. A life of joy, reveling in battle and victory every day. But in return, when she falls, it is your sacred duty to be there the same as she is you. To raise your Valkyrie as she does you, and grant her back her rightful place among the battlefield all the same. Thus is the true cycle of the Valkyrie and the Einherjar, made invincible as long as you maintain it. And without another word, her wings flare, she grows in size, and Ear, kind of recoiling a little, not realizing things are going to go this quick, panics, but also her wings flare, and they seem to brighten in a pretty fearsome glow. And I will need everyone to roll initiative. Things can still
okay.
be said. Kara, I will tell you your sisters have activated Radiant Soul. If you want to do the same, I won't hold it against you.
Where would you like me to go?
You know what?
Just
Oh,
anywhere
fuck
with your
it, why
party,
not?
as long as you're behind Kara. Should be
Fuck
fine.
it, why not? I'll turn it on. If they
Yeah, I figure if I'm giving it to them as a kind of semi-free action, you might as well have the same offering.
No, I'll disable that. There we go.
I use digital dice. Damn it.
16.
Mistakes were made, Fred. Mistakes were made.
You have to learn.
That will teach me. A 3 will definitely teach me.
Well, I mean, that's no different from normal, let's be real.
That's true.
Alright, so Kara.
Oh, that's a bonus action. So if use the action to do one and use the action to do the other. Giant fight.
Yeah, we can do that. I'm going to shuffle Mace over one and do that, though, just to keep the same distance between you guys. I don't know what Holy Spirit Activate means, Mace. You doing something?
Oh, hold on. No, I can explain.
I swear this doesn't happen.
Like a Pokemon move. That's what it sounds like.
God. Zach is a 3, CN is a 23.
I just posted it in the chat. It's fine. Either way, I already rolled my initiative, so it should be okay.
Yep, I see it. Just, okay. Okay.
So I also rolled initiative, but Cian doesn't feel like this is his fight to be a part of.
Interesting. Okay. Totally fine.
So he's just gonna,
Hold back for now.
go all the way over here.
Perfect. Totally cool. I'm interested to see what CN does as the fight progresses, actually. This will be kind of an interesting character note. So, CN, you were the first to go,
I
clearly,
wanted
so
to
that's
ask,
kind of your turn unless you
for
want to hold something.
Cian's character, have they shown us like anything more than I don't know how to phrase this. Like, have they shown us an archetype that they follow of sorts? In terms of combat prowess? Or even if they join combat, or is it a matter of like, oh hey, I have some utility stuff, I'm gonna throw it away?
I'll be fair to you, since you weren't around last session. You've seen CN fire a crossbow and cast a spell. And roll me a history check to see if Mace remembers this last bit.
Sure.
Those two things were last session, and there's one from 2 sessions ago.
History.
Leave it up to chance. Ah, yes, good. I stole a crit. Ha. Yeah, with a crit, it'd be very easy for you to remember. Quite clearly, CN used Bardic Inspiration at one point.
Ah,
if that helps.
Fantastic. Okay. Well, considering that we live in the Icewind Dale and not many bards survive the journey, well, I mean, yeah, it's fine. I would more or less understand that she is a fighter, but not a, I guess, sword and board type of one.
And to clarify, CN is a man, I believe, just so you know for the character.
Yee.
Okay.
All right. Well, yeah, so CN, that would be your movement.
I just haven't seen their owl bit, so I don't know.
Yeah, exactly. They're hidden under a lot of plumage, okay?
Yeah.
Birds aren't very easy to sex, so I'm not surprised.
All right, so anything else you want to do? Holding an action, casting a spell on a bolt, anything like that?
Um, I guess I'll cast a spell on a bolt for now,
Okay. Uh,
and it's just gonna be the whole person again. So
Gotcha. Perfect. Okay, so you got one of those prepped if you want to use it. Kara, you would get up next.
I'd be first. What's up?
Yeah, you're next.
Okay.
Yes, go ahead.
But before this started, Leif would look at Kara and just be like, "To the death, or no?"
Yep.
Okay.
And get over here.
Okay.
The soup is bad.
Oh God, the other Echo really knows all the lines.
And
I'm insentient.
Okay.
first attack.
Was that a cat?
Yeah.
And second attack.
Probably likes to just fucking scream a lot.
That's okay. I love
Yeah, I flew
screamy
over.
cats.
I flew over to get behind. No, I landed. I know the first one is a miss. I'm pretty sure the second one is a hit.
Okay. Rhoda. First one's a miss, second one's a hit, as you said.
Okay. Turn that on.
Oh wait, I just realized I have advantage on initiative.
Turn that on.
Oh well.
Alright, so because of this hit,
Oh.
all damage is
Doesn't
force
it
damage.
auto roll it for you? Yes, it does.
Yeah, no, you're right. It does.
Yeah, I remember we set
Wow,
it
that
up
was
at that point when
trash.
we learned it. Yeah. Okay, man, that's
So-
cool, Chris.
All damage is
So-
force damage.
So Hunter's Mark is happening this turn.
Hunter's Mark shouldn't have been turned on.
Okay,
So
you
take
have, so we
out
got to take out the 4
one
and the
of
2
that.
because you also have enlarge on with the D4.
Yep, that's because I am enlarged.
You are.
Oh, you're right. You're right. That why
Not
was that
fully
turned
enlarged. From last
Okay.
time when you were last in a fight, you were enlarged to a next level up.
on? That's probably why that was on.
And I mean, it
Okay.
might happen again, so definitely it's still a good toggle to have. Just,
So yes, take out 6 points of damage from that.
is that what it was? Hunters, then the Giants might. 3 is what I'm reading. Because if you highlight it, it goes in order. Radiant Soul, then Planers, then Hunter's Mark. So Hunter's Mark was a 1, then Giant's
That does-
Might, then
oh.
Enlarge. So I think I'm
Alright, so
seeing
take out 3
off.
points of damage from that. Everything else applies.
Yep.
Applies.
Absolutely. So 24. Up bat,
So
that's good.
10.
Awesome. Good hit.
And mark Rhoda for wounded, unless she can pass the con check.
What is your number?
It's on the attack roll, DC 15.
Didn't see it. Thank you. She hits on the 15 on the die, so.
Alright,
She passes
then
on the
then she does not suffer from the wounded effect, but she
She
cannot
does too.
heal unless she the hit points lost because of this weapon means she cannot regenerate them, only short rest or long rest.
Cool. Okay. So then let's make a little bit of a note on that. Perfect. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else?
So let's see. For instance, and I'll bring this and I'll move to there.
Alrighty. Leif, you're up.
All right. So we are going to. We're gonna move in here, and we're gonna have the Echo swing here,
Alrighty.
and then we are going to smack him with a greatsword. So
Stab him in the mouth.
Go for it.
I will take a hit. 22.
Yep, you're good.
That should. 17 sounds good.
Leave
And
it.
then my
Leave it.
Echo's gonna smack. Nice. 24.
Yep,
Oh, yeah.
absolutely.
The damage on that. I'm gonna re-roll that just to make sure that we're doing it. 16. Hell yeah.
Awesome. Good hits, good hits. Okay. Anything else?
I think we're good. I think we're good there.
Alright. It is Rhoda's turn now. Alright. I need you to do a strength saving throw, Leif.
Alright. Strength saving throw.
Leif or Zeka?
Oh, my
Nope,
bad. I
good
still
roll,
had
good
advantage
roll.
on
You're fine.
24 was first.
So Rhoda tries to knock you backwards, realizes she cannot. So she's just going to ignore you for the moment, and instead, or actually, since she can technically, yeah, we'll do that on your turn. She's going to just turn and throw her axe at Kara.
Alrighty.
Kara, a 22 will hit you, right? You're not using armor currently?
I'm not
So you're
using
like a
armor
15
or
right now?
shield, so I'm running a 13 AC.
It's 13 currently.
Why
Okay,
don't
so
you
then,
have armor on?
Because during our time in this place that is not a frozen wasteland, Kara has decided to just wear clothes.
so then actually both of her attacks will hit you, not just one.
Yes.
So she's going to throw an axe at Kara. You guys will watch as... so essentially her axe starts to spark with lightning. She tosses it at Kara for a total of... Man, these die are not rolling fast tonight. 12 damage for you, Kara, on the first throw. As soon as the axe hits Kara, it dissipates into kind of a thunderous boom, reappears immediately in Rhoda's hand, and she once again hucks it at Kara. This time it will be for... not much. 10 damage total on the second one. And she kind of turns and bellows at all of you. Worthless!
It's only the elements. Is it what elements are involved in it? Just lightning.
Just lightning on both of them. Yeah.
Okay.
With the second one, I need you to do a wisdom saving throw, Kara.
Okie dokie.
Yep, okay. So, just so you are aware, Rhoda currently is invisible to you.
Okay.
But besides that, that will be Rhoda's turn. Next up is you, Mallow.
Are we fighting all of them?
Define all of them, and is that out loud?
The three of them.
And is that question out loud?
I guess so. I kind of scream at Kara. Are we trying to get all of them or just the big fucker?
My sisters, so far as I'm aware. I don't know if Lady Zed is jumping in on this.
You did promise me a fight, after all. As he kind of grins in your direction, Kara.
Is Mallow your sister? He was looking like your sister
I'll beat his
earlier.
I'll
I
fucking beat
don't
his ass.
know if he changed back or not.
I've missed this.
I mean, he did turn into my sister at one point, but you weren't with us at that point in time. That was a different friend of ours.
Huh?
You were still.
He just did.
He
No, that was
talking 5
his
minutes ago.
sister.
And he
that
was
was
using minor
his
illusion,
sister.
Fred, just to clarify.
Oh, his sister. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought it was your sister. All right.
No.
No, because when he turned into Kara's fake sister,
Blue
Ravenous
Zach's
was still with
having
us.
an aneurysm. Just let him. He's still fucked up
Struggling
from
today.
before.
Yeah.
I'm gonna bonus action teleport behind her.
Rhoda? Okay, go for it.
Yeah. Those in the shadow of that tree, go into the shadow of that tree.
Mhm.
And then nunchuckles. Nunchucks. No, I don't want 3D dice. Stop doing it.
I do.
17.
That will hit Rhoda, yes. Actually, Rhoda, yes.
Okay.
7, okay.
7 damage, then we'll attack again.
Mhm.
That should have been with advantage anyways, but it hit no matter what. Can I roll one more to see if it was crit? Is that okay?
Just roll the next one with advantage. Just roll forward.
Okay. Why did you do that?
That's alright.
There we go. 22.
22 will hit, yep.
8
more.
damage. And then I'm going to run behind Kara.
Alrighty.
And
So
I have
on that
mobile, so
second
she can't
hit-
attack.
On that second hit, nothing happens to you, Mallow, so you're totally fine. But you would all watch as Rhoda is going to just dissipate into a foggy mist. Kara, remember, she is still invisible to you, so you are not aware of this, but she would reappear floating about 5 feet in the air, right on the other side of you. So she's got that going for her as a reaction. Mallow, that was everything you wanted to do?
Yep.
Okay, very cool. Oop, I clicked the wrong sheet.
So I need to ask this question because it does apply to one of my abilities. Do I have her in blind sight?
You would suddenly sense something up above you, about 5 feet up in the air behind you. I'm going to say because she's invisible, you don't know what that thing is, but technically if you were to attack it with melee, then yes,
I would hit.
you would not have disadvantage.
Okay.
You would, however, know that there's only one thing your size in this area.
It is some big honking things floating in the air. I would agree with Claw that yeah, there's a fair idea to you that something strange is going on. You don't know exactly what it is per se, but yeah, you kind of have an idea.
I just needed
Big
to
honking
clarify.
things in the
Yeah,
air.
you're good. And that's actually fair. I could have put her 5 feet away more. It's not going to matter actually. You have 10. Either way, Mace, you are up.
Okay. That is not what I wanted. So, just so I understand it, we're fighting all three of them?
Yes.
Okay. In that case, I'm gonna try to take out Creepy Dude first.
Creepy dude. All right. You're
Okay.
holding a grudge, huh?
Well, I didn't like how he caressed the tentacles. I was like, he's done this before.
Yeah, you watched him do it with the other weaponsmiths in the smithy that day.
Yeah.
Oh god.
So yeah, I'm going to use. I'm not gonna use any resources just yet. I'm just gonna hit him. So, attack 1 and attack 2. Oh, advantages. So I guess that's just one attack.
Sure, I'll give that to you. So yeah, the 23 will hit.
And second attack. And I think that's it for now.
Okay, 23 is 17 and 26 for 15. Awesome.
But I will end up moving over to.
So
How much movement did I actually use? 20? Okay. So I'll move back to here. Not back actually. Instead, I'll move here. Nope, not there. That's a bad idea. There. That's good.
alrighty.
Then I'll
Are you
end my
sure?
turn. Yes, that's it.
Okay.
Alright. So up next is Lide. He's going to try and strike out at both of you. So let's see, swinging first at Leif and then at Mace. We will have him use this. Leif, he will hit you with a 25. Mace, he will also hit you. There's a 30 altogether, just so you know. Didn't want to. Alright. Leif, you are taking 9 damage. Mace, you are going to take 12. Mace, I need you to do a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. I'm not proficient with Constitution? Wow.
Yeah. It's
I guess that's a fighter thing.
Yep. So, okay, cool. 21 will save. Just checking something. I also need you, Leif, to do a strength saving throw. Was the one I was looking for.
Okay.
Don't forget to add a +3.
Oh, and I need to
To
roll
it.
one of those. That's fine.
15 plus
So
3.
that will
18.
18 will pass. Yes, good call on the add. All right, so
Nice.
he will then move. Oops, sorry, I need to put him under you, Claw. 1 sec.
He's a ghost.
Leif, you cannot do an opportunity attack on this. He will
Why not?
move over to the side. He has mobile.
Right. Oh no, I think I can just hit if they
Mobile
take the
mobile
disengage action.
supersedes. Yeah, mobile supersedes Sentinel. So
Okay.
he will move here. And actually, you know what? He's going to take a step further to try and go around the echo, just so you know, Mace. And then he will swap to the other side.
So does that mean I get an opportunity attack, or?
If you would like, yes, that's why I was specifying.
Okay. Does mobile only apply to one enemy?
Oh, actually, that's a good point. I'm sorry. You're right. He attacked you, so mobile on you as well. I was focused more on him getting around Sentinel with that one, but
Yeah,
you're
I just
correct.
wasn't
That
sure.
would be the point. That's a good point. So with that, he's going to get to here, and he can still do one of them, right? He's going to, at this point, Flurry of Blows for both the Echo. Your Echo is going to take a 24, so it will dissipate for now, Leif.
I would like to attempt to
protect, or
yes, with my wings.
Go
Hold
for
on,
it.
I fire. What even
so the
was
Echo is it an AC
this?
add, or is it
Yeah, protect wings.
equal to your proficiency bonus? So the
So
Echo
+3.
has 17 AC. You would put it at 20, and the hit was a 24.
Ah, okay.
So
Well, worth a try.
Good try. Good try. The Echo does dissipate. He's then going to turn and smack you with the back of his hand, Kara. 16 will hit you. 7 damage, and I need you to also do a con save.
Okay. Oh, I'm gonna get stunned because I
DC
don't roll
17.
cons.
DC 17, I'll let you know up front.
Con save.
Oh, you're
Okay, I
totally
got 20
fine.
that.
Yeah.
Very nice.
So you have no issue maintaining yourself through the attempt at a stunning strike. Yeah, so you're good there. That's everything that he can do on that turn. It is Ear's turn now. She's also going to run over to here. She will stand on that corner, actually. And she kind of glances up at you, Kara, and just, I'm sorry, but we have to! And just starts to slash at you with her short sword. A 20 will hit you. A 25 will hit you. I need con saves for both of those, I believe.
Oh, okay.
Oh no, I'm sorry. It's wrong sword. Wrong sword. You're good. No rolls. No extras. So 6 damage and 9 damage.
15.
She will.
And just clarifying, none of this is radiant damage, correct?
It should. Does it force it to be radiant when? Radiant Soul? That's a good point.
No, it Radiant Soul just adds that damage to it
Correct.
automatically.
Okay.
It doesn't override it, but
yeah,
if any of the
so she
damage
will
being dealt
add-
to me is necrotic or
Right,
radiant,
so
I'm
all
getting
of this,
halved.
So the ones that I just listed are normal, but she will add 10 radiant to the second one, and that will cause 5 for you, right? So.
Okay.
I forgot to do that as well. We'll do it next time. All right, and she's just going to unarmed strike you. That's right. She should have done that, but that's all right. Yeah, unarmed strike 1 time. This is going to have a couple extra die added, though.
Mm-hmm.
15,
I know. I built it.
Yeah. Do I have all of them as buttons? That's the question. So 9.
I built it in D&D Beyond. If you didn't build it in
4,
Roll20, that's...
Yeah, no, you're good. 9, 10, 13. And I think
Curiosity,
I
is this ground level or is it a cliff?
it's
she's
just a
flying.
River. It's a riverbank. But yeah, it's a riverbank, so you can just you'd walk into the water essentially. There's no fall off.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if those were clouds or water.
Which one is the one where she hits you and sets something? Is it just the D4, Chris? This is the bonus extra one. So she can do that next turn. Gotcha. So it was just those.
For which one? Okay.
Yeah, so you should be set. 13, I think I told you, right?
15, and then it was the plus 10 divided by 2 to 5, so 20 total.
And then I just rolled, I thought, a 9 and a 4. Did I not?
You were doing
that?
math. I didn't realize that was
Gotcha.
damage towards me.
Yeah, that was her. She did a bonus action unarmed strike on you.
Okay.
Yeah. So she should be all set. And that will be the next. She's at this point actually going to fly up into the air 15 feet. So I believe she's still in your range.
Opportunity attack.
She should still be in your range at 15, right? You can hit her at
You
15.
said 15 feet?
Yeah, she's
I
going
cannot
up
hit out
to-
an extra 10 feet. I'm only
You're
whatever
10
is around my...
But you're 10 feet high, and you can hit a 5-foot radius, right? So
Yeah.
You can hit, so you'd be able to hit her feet at 15 feet, right?
Mm. So she's not escaping my radius then?
Right. I'm not trying to put her out of your radius, correct?
Okay.
So if you think it makes more sense at 10, we can do it at 10.
If you're saying I could hit out at 15, then I could hit out at 15.
I believe you should be able to. Yeah, she's standing in the, or sitting in the 15 square. You should be able to, I think. So with that one, Pluzak. I see a square. Is that the Pluzak square?
That's the Pluzak square, man. That's the Pluzak square. Pluzak square. It's gonna go here,
Alrighty.
and it's Wanda Web.
Ah, okay.
I don't. Can this close? Please? Oh, we got rid of my
So
thing.
it fills the 15 or the 20-foot cube, correct?
It fills a 20-foot cube, and it would attach to anything, like the trees.
Yeah. And Iris is also kind of floating in the air. I'm pretty
trees.
sure it should catch her.
Where is Web?
So they have to do
I
a DC
don't
something.
have Web listed here, so let me
alright.
just copy and paste it.
Go for it. Thank you.
Nope, that's the wrong one. That's heat metal. That was
Yes,
the
it
other
is.
option that I was gonna do, but save that one for later. Giving away all my tricks. Man, I'm really messed up today, huh?
Yeah, it's okay.
Oh, it kind of
It's
had
alright, I
it
see
in
it.
it.
We're good. I gotcha.
So it's 20-foot cube.
What's your DC?
For the duration,
Each creature that
difficult
starts its
terrain.
turn-
lightly obscured.
So it's not until the start of their turn as well. Strength check
Yes,
against
at
your
the
spell
start
save,
of
15,
its
okay.
turn.
Gotcha. We'll do that on their turns then. Anything else?
I'm gonna shout out. I'm gonna move here, and I'm gonna shout out. I do not want you to have me live forever.
Okay.
There's blood dripping down Kara's brow. Her body is lashed with just tons of open wounds. And she turns to you, Pluzak. Okay.
Yep.
Terminator thumbs up.
Alright. Anything else, though?
That's it.
Alright, so
That's-
Cien, you are back up. You would see, of course, Kara is surrounded by all of these people. And she is quite bloodied.
All I think my little guy's gonna do is use message.
Okay.
And pretty much do that to Kara.
Do you want to send the whisper directly to Kara, or do you want to say it out loud?
No, I'm sending it directly to her.
Okay. So I'll let you guys figure that. Is there any movement or anything you want to do on this turn?
No, I wasn't gonna do anything else.
Alrighty. So Kara, then you are up.
Okay. Do I need to wait for the mess?
If you want to.
No, I mean, you don't have to. You can do whatever.
Chris dropped, by the way. His internet apparently cut out. So we'll come back to him in a second.
That was hilarious because we're all just sitting here like,
Yeah.
oh, he's trying
Yeah.
to figure out what he's doing with the message.
That's exactly
This
what
I
message
know.
is
I thought,
great.
I thought he was over there reading it. And I was like, yes,
Oh, funny.
ponder it.
Yeah,
All
Dragon
right.
Kai and Gia are going to show up now, and this is like great. Not happening.
Alright. Leif, we'll move on to you. We'll come back to Kara.
Okay, so I am gonna move down the line here,
Mm-hmm.
and then I'm going to. That should be, yeah. I'm going to pop myself right here,
Mm-hmm.
and then we're gonna attack this bitch in between us. So I'll smack
Okay.
21.
Should be good,
right?
Gotta check something.
21 hits?
Yes, 21 will hit. You're
Yeah,
good.
okay. 14, and then my echo can smack with a great sword.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, 23. Yep, and then he'll get him roll damage.
Go for it.
13.
Absolutely.
Nice. But then I also want to unleash Incarnation, which lets my echo hit again.
One more
So
time. Go for it.
28. Hell yeah, damage. I mean, we'll roll that damage again just to make sure it's as high as we can get. Oh.
15 it
All
is. Very good hits. Very good hits indeed.
Nice.
All right.
Oh, I forgot all that was
on
advantage.
to Rhoda's turn. I will go to Chris's sheet quickly. So that I can just... There we go. Alright, so Rhoda at this point will attack Kara.
Threatened to hit your router.
Hey, welcome back. You're about to get hit.
I think he just cut out again.
Oh, that would be amazing. How perfect.
Did it.
Oh.
In and out.
Alright,
Hello.
I'm back.
Welcome back. You're gonna take 11 damage.
Do I need to finish my attacks first, or?
You are correct. I'm sorry. We should go do that first. I was already rolling before you got back, but that makes more sense. So we'll sit on that. You can go
Okay.
ahead and do your turn.
I swear to God, if I cut out again, I'm gonna be
No,
fine.
no, you're good. We hear you.
Alright, so first attack. That I think hits Rhoda. I'm not sure. We'll find
yes,
out.
you should be fine.
Alright, she's gonna get the giant's might. So that's gonna be 20 damage.
Alrighty.
And second attack is gonna be on Lady Zed. And
Okay.
that's
Yep,
from a
23 will
Munin.
hit. Yep.
And gotta turn off Radiant Soul because I accidentally had that one on. And he's gonna get Planar Warrior for that one. So he's gonna take 17 damage.
Mm-hmm. And con save.
And he saved, you said?
He did. Yes. Did Rhoda need to? I didn't roll one for her. Did Rhoda need to? No. I see you have different ones. Never mind.
I didn't hit Rhoda with.
Yeah, I saw it. I just noticed. Yeah. Well, we lose him again?
I think so.
Sounds like.
Because he cut
Yep.
off like
And
very suddenly. Oh, no.
Oh,
You there?
it's like me when I had the blue screens.
You
I
kinda.
can hear you.
Okay,
Oh,
we're
yeah.
just
Yeah,
not
we
able
can
to
hear you now.
very well, but
That's
anything else?
because fucking whatever reason's going on my ISP, they hung up on me after an hour on hold, so I've got to call them tomorrow or go to their location and basically shove my fist up their ass.
Nice.
But yeah, so that's action, bonus action. That's me.
Alrighty. So then we jump back to Rhoda. Rhoda hit you once for 11. She's also going to deal an extra 13 radiant. You can have that. We'll call it, 7?
6.
Is it rounded? That's right, rounded down.
Yeah.
12. So
18?
6, I mean, yeah. So, yep, 18 total. Or, sorry, 17 total if it's 6 and 11. And she will swing again on you.
I'm going to reflect the next set of damage she gets and toss it onto Zed.
Lead AG? Okay.
Yep.
Should be fine. I'll check something. Yep, okay. Oh, I think I owed it.
Freaking right. You know who I am.
Yeah, no, you're good. Okay, so he takes that damage. He's definitely surprised to suddenly be getting hit by essentially Rhoda's axe through a shimmer of cloudy magic, but otherwise seems intrigued with the ability. Rhoda, where are you?
Alright, my connection's popping in and again while it's...
Whoop.
Rip.
That was
Rip.
funny.
Perfect timing.
Alright, while I have connection, I'm going to reset my router while it's not my turn. Just tell me what I missed.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Mallow, I need a strength saving throw from you.
21.
Nice. Good save. Rhoda tries to lash out and knock you into the water and does not quite work.
I slap her hand.
I
No.
also... Do I need a saving throw on this? Yeah, so as you go to slap at her hand, though, you notice that she glows with an extravagant radiant light. You actually take 7 radiant damage. Kara will take half at 3. I will go put it on her sheet. And that will be the end of Rhoda's turn. Mallow, you are up yourself.
I'm going to teleport behind her,
Alrighty.
smack her in the fucking booty cheeks.
Okay,
Some
no advantage
nunchucks.
from that position.
I do get it. What?
For the
advantage
first one,
for
sorry, you're right.
teleporting.
For the first one, yeah, sorry. I meant no flanking position,
Yeah.
but you're good. Sorry.
Yeah.
First one, you're good. Go ahead. You absolutely hit.
21. We're gonna re-roll that damage. We're gonna wait a second, and we're just gonna actually click the damage over here because it likes to fuck me.
An
8 damage.
There you
There
go.
we go. Now normal attack. 23.
Mm-hmm.
9 more damage.
Absolutely.
And then I'm going
so-
to
Go for it.
piece the fuck out.
Nice. All right. So, I guess she'll swing at you at a minimum.
She can't swing at me.
Do you have mobile now? That's right. I forgot that. I didn't have that in my head. Forgot you would put it on. All right. Mace,
For
you're
this
up.
exact reason of hit and runs.
Yeah, you're good.
Okay. You said Kara is very bloodied, and everyone else is here. They completely avoided the web, right?
No, both of them are trapped in it right now. They have to do the save on their turn, and it hasn't been their turns yet.
Okay. Well, that
I
changes
believe,
things.
unless I misread it.
So they are restrained?
Uh,
Yes.
I don't know actually. Hold on. Does it say if you have to roll on the action, Fred?
Does each creature that starts its turn in the
Yeah,
webs
starts
or
its
that
turn.
enters during
So I
its
don't-
turn must make?
Oh, okay. So I guess I should have rolled them as it no, enters during its turn. I don't know. That's the thing. You shot it at them, but I guess they're not restrained by it yet until they fail it on their turn. I'm just gonna roll them now. I'll let you know. That way it's a little bit more clear. Dex saving throws, DC 15. Is that right?
Strength savings. Oh, wait, yes. Dex savings throws DC 16.
16. Okay. Ear hits a 16. Lida hits an 18.
So they are not restrained.
Yeah.
Okay. And
is 15
big
feet
lady
in the air
is
as
up in the air, correct?
Ear is in the air. Rhoda is 5 feet up, so you'd technically be able to see a little bit of her above Kara if you wanted to shoot like a firebolt or something. But she's...
No, I mean, so
Oh,
she
actually,
would
no, I'm sorry. She
technically-
would have had to fly down because she was, she tried to attack Mallow. So she is the same height as Kara right now. My mistake.
Okay. In that case, I genuinely don't like her, so I'm just going to attack her.
Go for it. I like that we've gotten Mace to actually not like a character.
Yeah. She's yeah. I will hexblade cursor.
Mhm.
Uh, I think that takes a bonus action. Or does it just happen? Yeah, bonus action.
Yep.
And I will whack twice at her.
Go for it.
That's 1
Yep, absolutely hits.
and 2. That's
Does
probably not gonna hit.
Yes. So the 11.
So the 11 would be plus
3 more.
3.
Yep.
That is. Oh, it's an 11 roll. Yeah, never mind. And I. I want smite this time around.
Okay. Alrighty. Anything else?
No,
besides
that'll be it.
movement, I think that's about it, right? Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So at this point, it is Lide's turn. We already did the roll, and we know he's good. Let's see here. He's just going to do a 1-2.
So it should still be difficult terrain
Okay.
and lightly obscured.
Perfect. Okay. Let's roll 1 and 1. So a 22 will hit your Echo, a 22 will hit you, Leif. Both of you are going to get swung at once. I need a Constitution saving throw from you, Leif. Your Echo, I will turn invisible for a moment. I'll pop him back when we need him, and I'll let you place him.
That's a crit.
Yep, so you are totally good on that effect. As Lide kind of whips out a different sword from his box and swings at you, he will still do 12 damage to you. And he's going to try and disarm you again, so I also need you to do...
Is that a disadvantage from the webs?
I don't think so. He had a minus to his roll from it, right? Because lightly obscured, you said, Fred?
Lightly obscured is just disadvantage on wisdom checks. Perception.
Oh, is that all it is? Okay. So then the minus I was doing didn't matter, but alright. Regardless, he's still going to try and disarm you. Actually, so that's some extra damage as well. My mistake on that. So I need you to do a strength saving throw, Leif. You still there, Blake?
I think he's muted talking to Ross.
Oh, my bad. I was muted.
You're good. Strength saving throw, and you're going to take 2 more damage, but let's see if you can manage to hold on to Fortuna.
21.
Yep, so you're good. He
Thank
tries
God.
to kind of wrap his longsword around your sword and like flick it away from your hands, but you manage to hold on to the grip. So he's attacked you. He's going to, at this point, try and rotate out of the web.
So I can take an attack action on him, right?
No, he attacked you and he has mobile.
Oh,
So
motherfucker.
he's going to rotate down over to here.
Smackety smack, bit it back.
And we're going to try and flurry of blows on Kara. First one will hit you, Kara. The second one will not. You're going to take 5 damage, and I need a con save. Or, I'm sorry, 9 damage, 5 plus 4. 9 damage and a con save.
Well, we'll
See how you manage.
see how long that buys me.
I think he's back now.
Did you hear me there, Chris?
Nope, probably not.
Not yet.
But he will.
Or Willie.
Or Willie.
Find out
Probably
next time.
not.
Oh, there you are. Did you hear the 9 damage and the con save?
I didn't think that was for me.
No, it's for you.
Have I taken any other hits since then?
No.
He marked her damage already. It was 3. wasn't it?
Just in case, because it's not like it matters too much anyways, I'd like to try to give him protection from my wings.
Okay.
So, plus
it's
3
still,
to whatever.
It's still going to hit because she only gets up to 16 AC on that.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
21 on the
Seriously, is
constitution.
that low?
She's not wearing armor.
I'm not
right now,
wearing. I'm
or
not
shield.
wearing armor, and I don't have my shield equipped.
Yep. So your con
Damn,
save is
okay.
Yeah, your con save is totally fine. You're good on that. You are not stunned. And that will be his turn. Yeah, that'll be his turn. He'll end there. At this point, it is Ear's turn. Difficult terrain, but she's going to step out here. She will strike at you, Kara, as is, of course, the game. And actually, she's going to... So 17 will hit. She's actually going to take and form some savage-looking claws on her hand and try and strike you with that instead. She will hit you for only 7 acid damage.
I am in the unconscious state.
Okay, fantastic. At that point, she will turn to Lida G, and she's going to just do, what's it called? Flurry of Blows healing, give him some points back. I'll do that in the background. Kara, you are unconscious. Pluzak, it is your turn.
I'm gonna drop web since that seemed to be ineffective.
Okay.
Um,
We'll just
guess
shift it off to the
how
side
do
just
I
in case.
delete this? Okay.
I got it. You never know.
Um,
Use something again.
Yeah, and I'm going to... Oh, this is a short range. This is my mistake. Okay. I'm going to move here, and then I am going to cast Reduce on Redhead here.
On ear? Okay.
So that is... Spell Reduce.
Yeah, so you're reducing her to size small.
If
And
potentially.
does she not... Does she have a roll?
Spell save DC...
We never used on other people, so we never
Yeah.
actually roll the
That's fair.
Constitution roll.
Yeah,
we never,
save.
we never rolled on
16
unwilling
con
people.
save.
Gotcha. 14. She fails.
So she is reduced,
Mhm.
and her weapon damage is dealing less damage, 1d4
D4
less.
Yep. Awesome.
She also has disadvantage on strength checks and strength
Saves.
saving throws.
Yep. Absolutely.
Choo. I did it! I did something, guys!
Who's
You
did it!
did it.
That was me! Just so you know.
No squisher.
Coughing up blood, thumbs up.
Yeah.
Kara unconscious
He's
on the ground, but somehow
Just
still able to
no matter
respond.
what I do or say, he just gives the thumbs up all the time.
Absolutely. Anything else?
But you're unconscious, right?
Currently.
Oh, do I want to end this early? No,
I mean, you can't
I guess
kill her.
not.
Go, feel free, man.
Oh, well,
what's- do
no,
what's
no,
interesting.
that's the point, right? We want to kill her.
I don't know.
But I would say I could spare the dying on her, and then she'd be stable, right? And then it would be like, oh, well, this sucks.
Your call, man. How do you want to do it?
No, I'm good. My turn's over.
Alrighty. So that puts it at UCN. Still confused? Did Kara ever get back to you on the whisper?
Yeah. So I'm going to move 40 feet over here. And just double checking that distance. And I'm going to do
Ooh.
antagonize on my compatriot.
Wisdom saving throw.
I had no idea that spell existed.
Ooh.
What?
On the wrong sheets. There we go. Wisdom saving throw. It's a 20, so he'll pass. Is it half?
Yeah.
So 4d4 for me.
What are you saying to antagonize him?
You're an idiot.
Stop being
He
a
steals
dumb.
everyone's yogurt at work.
Alright, 6 is still pretty good. Alright.
Bank accounts are a scam created
So
by
I
the
will
shadow
note that
government.
that is still enough that he is kind of recoiling and breathing heavily. You all would notice he's far more bloodied than either of the Valkyrie sisters.
I hit him pretty hard for that one attack I landed on.
Leif has also hit him a couple times. Yeah.
I
You
haven't
guys
been
are
here. I only
you
know that
guys
the
are
only
beating him
attack
up.
I know hit was the one I hit him with.
Yeah, you guys are beating him up as a party. So anything else, Ian?
Yes. So it was also as a bonus action, I was gonna do unsettling word.
Okay. Oh, okay. Then he might not save. Yeah. Let me see.
Oh,
Roll it.
that's great.
You roll it. So let's see.
Yeah. And that's 1d8. Give me a second.
I think I said it was an 18 on the die. I think it disappeared at this point already. Or not 8 on the die, 18 total. Yeah. So yeah, he fails on that. Absolutely. Okay. So full damage. Let me first add the rest. Even more bloodied than before. Who is he
He also
attacking?
has to use
Yep.
his reaction immediately. I
To
believe
attack
that's it.
which creature would you like him to attack?
Little sibling, please. The very little sibling
The
now.
little, yeah. The little sister.
Yikes.
Okay. Lead A. Let me see something. Melee attack. Okay, yeah, so it's what he's using. So this against ear will hit. Absolutely. She needs to make a con save. She will fail the con save. So that plus a d4. Okay, so he hits ear next to him. You can tell that he's kind of trying to restrain himself as much as humanly possible, but the hit is still true. He not only damages her, but she seems surprised by it, and you would all watch the wound seems to ooze almost an exceptional amount of blood, as she takes a little more damage. Alrighty. That was a good use. Anything else?
His is all.
Awesome. Okay. Kara, you are on the ground. Do you want to roll a death save for me?
Sure. Where's the button? There it is.
Okay, cool. So you can go ahead and mark that. And Leif, you are up.
Alright. I'm gonna move down here.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm gonna slap
Slava de Echo.
an echo.
Alright, so just do that.
Where's the thing? There it is. Oh, I thought I clicked it.
Um,
I'm trying.
you're
There
good.
we go.
Oh, we're both doing the same thing.
There's so many of them.
Too many. Oh, that was amazing. We actually clicked it at the same time. We got two.
Yeah,
That's
that
kinda
was
cool.
like right out. Yeah.
Should have
All
left
right,
it.
then we're gonna attack this redhead bitch.
Oh, you're going for her. Okay, go for it. Go for it.
Yeah, she's right here. So great sword.
That will not quite hit.
I want to re-roll that.
Go for it. You do have advantage.
Oh,
Just
that's
roll
right.
again.
Jesus, I did that. I didn't click it. 17.
That will hit, yes.
Yeah, okay. For 15, right. And then I'll get my echo to also smack that redhead with advantage. So, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Boom.
All right.
Oh, and
Go
a
for it.
crit!
Roll it up.
Yep, so, yep. Rolling damage.
It's time for your favorite game of the summer. Smack that redhead.
Yeah, sounds like Leif, right?
And then we get a re-roll one of those, or did it do it? Looks like it did it.
Yeah, it did it.
Okay.
2d6 on the
For
edge.
19. And we'll re-roll that just to make sure that we can get as much as we can.
15 and
That's
8. Alrighty.
that's a little better. And then we'll unleash again. And then we'll unleash and we'll hit the this motherfucker right in between
Lead A?
my
Yep.
yeah. Yep. And then we'll roll a great sword. Oh, for
Yep.
20. Nice.
You do not have advantage on him. Kara is
Oh,
down on the
that's
ground,
right, she's
so
down.
16 will not hit him.
Okay.
Good try, though.
All right.
Good turn. Alright. At this point, it is Rhoda's turn. She kind of glowers down at Kara. as strange as it may seem, she's not exactly satisfied to see her sister's unconscious form on the ground, and yet she still raises her axe and strikes down, slashing Kara's neck, letting her jugular start to flow freely. She is then going to reach her hand down. Kara, she is going to pick up your form, and she is going to throw you for the final hit. So the rest of you would watch 10, 20. As Kara's body gets thrown to the middle of the trail, Rhoda flies up into the air, enough that she can look down at all of you. Kara, you are, of course, officially kaput, and she simply says, "Ein Herr Jar, do your duty," as she points her axe down at Kara. And that's the end of her turn. Mallow, you up.
What the fuck?
I have half a mind to beat her before healing Kara.
I should.
Well,
I
she's
should give
flying
her-
right now,
yeah,
so I
should give her
can't
her-
do anything.
She's going to
I
move her full
know.
flight speed. So that puts her 40 up in the air.
Well, I'm gonna teleport to the redhead.
Okay.
Clarify.
Which one?
Just like 3 of them.
The smallest one. We're recreating the Brazzers logo right here, boys.
You're recreating the 4 guys behind the couch.
Yep. And we're gonna beat the shit out of her.
Normal swings, not advantage. Just so you remember.
I get advantage because of teleport.
Yep, first one, but not after. Sorry,
I know.
I should keep saying no flanking, just to clarify. You're right.
No, I know.
My bad.
I know.
My bad
No,
phrasing.
nobody's here.
So that'll hit though. You're good on that one.
We're just making sure,
going.
Harrison. You're not the brightest.
No, it's not just him, man. I'm just clarifying to make sure.
It's me
I-
too. I thought we had it last time.
We got a
The
crit.
second one will
Oh,
definitely
nice.
hit.
I can't reroll. Oh no, I can reroll that one.
Can you? Go ahead.
I can. I just
Yeah,
need
I
the
think- I
one
think
d
it's-
6.
Is it just the weapon die?
It's the. Hold on.
Alright.
Let me
Take
see
a
how
look. Double check. We'll see.
words it.
Pretty sure. What's it say?
Feature.
Says you can re-roll the weapon's damage die.
Yep. So you can reroll both.
Well, one's.
They're both the
Well,
weapon's damage die because you're hitting a
it's just
crit.
'cause
You're
it
doubling the
critted,
die,
yeah.
right? So
Okay.
I'll let you reroll both. I
That's-
think you're gonna take the 10.
That's so much better. Wow.
Fuck my life.
It's all right. You've got her very, very low. She is kind of looking for a way out at this point. Would be the best way to say it.
Fuck.
But at this point, it is Mace's turn.
Okay. Well. She is marked, but I don't care. I do want to know. Okay. I will go here and smack him twice.
Okay.
At advantage because the clone is there. 1, 2.
Mm-hmm.
I will.
Hold on one sec. Gotta check something.
Yep.
Okay. So at this point, he is unconscious.
Okay. So I really want to be petty and beat her without healing Kara, but
That's your call, man.
no.
Can you even
I
heal Kara this
think-
turn though? Can you do
Yes, I
bonus
haven't
action?
used the spell.
Okay.
And I have a healing word anyway, so.
Gotcha. Wasn't sure.
Yeah, Mace will sort of sigh in not defeat, but sort of frustration, and he will reluctantly extend a hand in Kara's direction and use a healing word on her.
Gives her the finger.
Where is my healing word? There is. Wait, what? Yeah, no, it's just not in the list of like in the main cast list. Weird.
Of what?
Alright, Kara, so at this point you would be restored by the power of your god, and you would regain all of your health and all that.
No.
Does
That'll
that
be all.
reset any of my cooldowns, or is that just HP back?
That's just HP back, I believe.
Okay. I've never actually used the mechanic before, so I'm double checking. So, Kara opens her eyes and just like resets her neck in line with the spine. Oh, that was bothering me.
Alright, at this point, Ear will heal Lide.
It's like, fight harder! Punches him in the crotch to heal him.
Yeah, exactly. Alright, and then that will get him up, and she's going to dodge and move to the other side.
So does that mean I can? It says if even if they take the disengage action,
Okay,
I can
so you
still
can
provoke.
attack, but she's
Okay.
dodging, not disengaging.
Okay, that's what I did. No, you said dodge. I didn't know if that was the same as
No,
disengage.
no, no. But you can attack. You have disadvantage.
Disadvantage. All right, I will try. That would have been 50, or it still would have been 10. It would have been 10 still. Does my echo get an opportunity attack?
You already
Do
used
I
your
get an
reaction.
opportunity in act?
Oh, that's true. Yeah, per character.
Yeah, Harrison, you can do an opportunity attack. Yes.
Okay. Da, 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 da. 24. There we go.
You have Sentinel, Harrison?
No.
He didn't need it because she is dodging though. You need disadvantage another roll, Harrison.
Ooh, well, a Sentinel would have kept her in her spot.
Oh, that's a good point. Yes, I didn't think about that.
Oh yeah.
That will not hit on the disadvantage roll though, and then at that point, Ear is just going to keep going into safety. So he's flying over the water. So Pluzak, you are up.
Does Bluesack drop the
So
reduce?
I don't get it. Are we done? What?
So I assume that you're talking to Rhoda. So she looks down at you and she's just like, "Yes, I intend to stop the battle here, unless you wish to continue. The lesson I wish to teach has been delivered. Learn your priorities in battle."
To be fair, I
The
gimped
priority
myself.
priority wouldn't be her. It would be for the rest of us to stay alive when she dies.
Indeed. You seem to want us to use her as a punching bag.
No, I wish you to utilize her abilities as a Valkyrie to their fullest. Prove yourselves as proper warriors.
You remind me of his dad. As I point to Mallow.
No comprende.
I care not what you think, I simply follow the ideals of Thor.
I've heard the name before. Things are starting to make sense now.
Well, if you don't care for our opinions, it doesn't matter anyway. Fluzak's gonna start walking away. Still did not drop concentration on reduce.
Amazing. So Ear's probably gonna start screaming in the
So
distance.
yeah.
Like start chasing probably toward you or something. Well, actually, I guess
Hear
you can't
buzzing.
get- Yeah, exactly.
Kara laughing like, this is an opportunity you've never used.
You now fly with the hummingbirds.
You can now truly be up one of your sister's assholes.
God, I like all the different opinions of Ear there, I guess. Are you guys going to continue to fight though, or what are we thinking?
I don't think it's wise to. I dislike being forced to follow a logic that does not agree with what we've experienced. But I think as a character, Mace will understand that doing anything more right now would just be disadvantageous for everyone. So he will, like, very reluctantly, you can see the hesitation as he does so. He will still chance away, and just try to look in any other direction other than Kara's sister's direction, and he'll just start making his way backwards.
All right, perfect. So you are good. Anyone else?
Leif's like kind of torn right now. Like he's pumped in fight. Like those are one of the three Fs. Like he's about it. So he doesn't know. He's kind of waiting. He's waiting and seeing. He's looking over his shoulder at Kara and just being like,
Oh, don't mind me. If you want to keep fighting, go right ahead. It's not like you can kill them.
He's like, soup's warm. He's very confused. What just happened?
Looks up to Rhoda. He still wants to fight. Either knock him on his ass to call the fighter, or he kills you and then we revive you. It's one or the other.
If we must.
He clearly wants to still go at it. And don't lie. You still do too.
At this point, honestly, I care little. I'm kind of frustrated with you and your Einherjar. So petty, all of them.
Petty.
I think Leif's actually going to, like, he's still got his greatsword out. He's going to look at his greatsword and just say, "This is not for us." And he's going to sheath his greatsword. And then he also and his echo are just going to kind of walk back like here.
Alrighty.
Oh, I'm so proud of them.
Mallow is going to teleport into a tree.
Just like
That'd be a
sitting up
bird.
in a tree.
Just eagle
Teleports into a
perch.
tree. Caw-caw!
Yeah, just eagle perch on a tree, watching what everybody's doing. Cowl up. My scarf of doom.
Awesome. Alrighty.
Just so you know, next time we brawl, I'm gonna have my clothes on.
That's fine. She's going to fly back down to the ground at this point. She will size down and just, I expect no less, Kara. But at this point, I would say, probably talk to your Einherjar. Explain how just because they want to fight doesn't mean it's the best option. And she's going to help Lide off the ground, who will, at this point, dust himself off, put his sword away, and then walk over towards you, Cian. And he's actually going to nod as he approaches and just kind of lays a hand on your shoulder and basically says, "Well done. That was a hard choice you had to make, fighting me, you know, someone from your sect, versus helping your new friends. I believe you chose well." And then otherwise we'll kind of go lean against a tree and wait for everybody.
We'll look out to ear. The one and only time you ever get to sit on my shoulder and not have a complaint, use it while you have it.
Immediately, it's going to fly over next to you.
So okay.
And, where is it to front? Just pop her right there. She starts braiding your hair. Just like handfuls at a
She
time.
makes a little swing out of it.
Yeah. After a minute, though, you do size down.
And she sighs up, and I
Yeah,
hurt my back.
exactly.
Just rips a whole like bundle of hair out.
As she realizes what's happening, she kind of jumps off you, tries to start floating in the air, goes back to normal size. All right. At this point, though, Rhoda will walk over to you, Kara, and she's actually going to lay a hand on your shoulder and just say, "Hopefully we have done what we were told to do." She looks over at the rest of you. "Einherjar, please, do keep my sister safe. As much as I am envious over her position, it is not mine, and I do wish to see her succeed. Which is why..." She will reach into her pack, and she's going to pull out a little wooden box. And she just opens it towards you, Kara, and in it is a little horn. "The Allfather sends this for you. He says you'll know when you need it."
Then Kara will pick it up and thank you.
"Don't thank me. Thank the Allfather. He is the
No.
one who sent us."
I can thank you too. You're doing something I appreciate.
Rhoda will kind of nod at you in a kind of agreeance or thanks to some degree, but doesn't really say much.
Kara will do the one thing that this sister does not expect. She will hug her.
Grapple check! No.
You
Rhoda
will
at
hear
this point I think
Mallow
will be
vomit.
surprised to see it coming, but she'll accept it pretty readily. So,
You're coming into your own.
thank you, I think. Here. And she's gonna just kind of walk around to her sister and just... At this point, we should probably part. I have spoken with the one called Xinglong, and he intends to have an array built that should stabilize the portal between here and Valhalla. So should you need to return to our homeland, it will be your most likely fastest route at this point. We also have agreed that it sounds like fun to allow his people here to perhaps come train against our Einherjar. Can't talk tonight. So perhaps you will see...
Oh, those drunks
more
actually
of
get
them
to
in
do
the future.
something new. They'll be ecstatic.
Yes, well, we figure at this point it'll be worth it more to allow them to fight as one army instead of having them constantly bout against each other, or at least a unified enemy at times. We figure it should be fun. And you know the smile she has when she says fun. The smile of Thor and his followers. But otherwise, the two of them will kind of, take another set of hugs with you, Kara. Rhoda, a little more willing this time. They will look at Lide and thank him for, his help, essentially. Tell him to thank Xinglong and Jia for their hospitality. And they're going to just wander off to the north. And they will, at this point, leave you guys be. Lide watches them go and then turns back to the group and basically says, "Well, now that you're good and tired, are you ready for a mental exercise?"
Just Kara points to herself. You talking to me or everyone else?
Everyone. This was not what we had planned for your training today, but it was a good start.
I barely did anything.
All right. I suppose it's a good distraction.
All right, then. If you all would follow me. Well, I guess it should be easy enough to first explain by saying we are going somewhere known as the Temple of the Specular Lotus. I hope you're ready for some insights today. And he kind of, gives a little bit of a wry smile as he says it. You can tell he's had some experience with this himself to some degree, but doesn't seem to remember it super fondly. But otherwise...
Mace grumbles to himself, I didn't do good in my insight test when I was little.
Lide, looks at you compassionately and is just like, yes, well, let's just say if it doesn't start with intimidation, it's not my strong suit at times.
I agree.
But yeah, okay then. Unless anyone has anything else to ask, we will find ourselves going there. So if anything, I forgot to place them. Put yourselves down on the southern stairs. You will be met by Xinglong and Jia in a minute. They will be... Oops. Waiting for you guys down here.
Oh, come back, Mace.
Come back. We need you.
Come
Baby,
back
come
at
back.
me.
Oh shit!
I don't know. Yeah, she's a giant now. Uh-oh. I think it was because I was holding alt too early.
Heard someone shit-talking the bunnies.
Yeah, basically. Alright. Wonderful. So as you guys arrive at this building, for the first time since you've gotten here, you see what looks like some sort of an official sort of structure. There's 4 separate buildings around the outside of what looks more like a temple center structure, or maybe a church. But essentially, Xinglong and Jia are standing out front. They wave you guys on, and they would explain, "Welcome, everyone. This is the Temple of the Specular Lotus. It was one of the focal points of our Many Paths sect back when we had a few more recruits than we do today. There is currently another group besides yourselves that are making use of the Lotus itself, but it shouldn't restrict you from making access as well. We used to have tens, if not even more, disciples in these buildings at a time. The dormitories over to your east here used to house the students who would go to the Lotus by day. The classrooms on the inside were where we would instruct on paths that were helpful to those who found insights with the Lotus. And, of course, there is a dining room, should you all require it, during your own attempts at insights during your stay here today. I hope that you do find it enlightening, the way that it has us for many years. And otherwise would kind of just wave a hand for you guys to start following him, unless anyone has questions.
No, he's giving the tour. I'm going to listen to the explanation.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna follow.
So yeah, he just tends to, lead you down this center bridge here. When he walks into this main room, you guys would all see, much to the namesake, there is a gigantic lotus flower sitting in a pool in the center of this temple. There's a woman in front with what looks almost like a druidic or shamanistic staff. Lots of kind of trinkets that are feathers and twigs and acorns and things kind of hanging off its length. And at the top is a small carved wooden lotus. She seems to be kind of looking towards the lotus for the most part, almost as if studying it or perhaps protecting it even, with the way her gaze seems to be. But at this point, you kind of all don't really see too much of her paying attention to you. She's just kind of paying attention to it and the 5 people that are surrounding it. The 5 around it are kind of sitting in a cross-legged position, all of them with their eyes closed and looking almost asleep. So that's kind of what's going on in the room currently. Gia would kind of announce her presence to them. Mistress, we are here. If you wouldn't mind, can we use the lotus as well? And the head priestess turns, and she looks over your group, and she simply nods, and just walks silently off to the side, and gestures a hand towards the lotus. Xinglong at this point would kind of look all of you over. He would not see Cien very close, and he would wait and kind of gesture for you to come a little closer, Cien, if you don't mind. He would kind of just look to you for agreeance, I guess, as he says, Cien, you have spent time with these people, and as you have not had a grouping to go into the Lotus with yet, I believe it would be best for your own personal growth to join them today. Do you mind?
You're muted?
No.
Your voice is falling apart. I'll try and lay off you.
Yeah. I suppose so.
Okay. Fantastic. Good. Oh, I was doing it wrong. So then all of you, please, continue forward to the Lotus. And at this point, both Xinglong and the kind of head priestess would just gesture for you guys to go stand in front of the Lotus itself. So
Is this a mental exercise, or should I actually put on armor?
The Lotus itself will take and... Well, you know what? I don't wish to give too much away. You do not need to worry about armor or weaponry. I would tell you to put your AC back as to what your armor would be if it was equipped, though. Or perhaps put it on D&D Beyond.
Okie doke.
Do they want us to be in the seats?
No, just kind of line up, just in the line there. So if Cien and Pluzak could just move a couple
I'll
squares
move
forward.
over to one of the sides.
Either or.
Another
That's fine.
alley.
Either or. You guys are good enough. It's just for semantics anyway. So, as you guys line up in front of the Lotus, the priestess just generally gestures over to it, and for the first time, she utters, Welcome all. The Lotus itself will do all the work needed. Sit, relax, and open your minds. And just then look. Look forward. Look down your path. And as she says this, she kind of gestures towards the Lotus. You all would kind of follow her instructions and just find yourself sitting on the floor, legs crossed. And your gaze just follows her hand over to the Lotus. It seems to start to shimmer and turns into almost a mirror-y reflection, where you catch a glimpse of your own eyes staring back out at you, and then your vision goes blank. And you all will find yourselves... Let me see.
Oh no, not this again.
Yeah, this again. I need to...
The Mysterium, here we come.
Okay. Put you guys on map now. Alright. You guys will find yourself in a nice white void. You should see images of yourself. I just want you all to put your own tokens directly south of each of you.
Oh, okay.
Within 5 feet's fine. You can do it more if you really want, but for the most part, you should be fine. So each of these reflections stands there, mirroring your form. They are completely identical, except for their dominant hands seem to be mirrored, almost as if standing, directly opposite of you, a mirror image, as opposed to truly a copy of your form. And kind of as you all gaze forward and then look around, you recognize the fact that all of you are kind of dealing with this same sort of situation. And once again, much like before, I will need initiative rolls.
Ooh.
Nice. I just
All
want
right,
to say
watch
too
this.
that I feel like Leif isn't as off guard as everyone else because he's used to seeing himself like right next to him.
That's probably pretty fair. Although I will say your Echo that's been walking with you, you can pop in next to you. He will be here as well. That's fine.
Oh fuck yeah!
Man, we got
Love the
two
crits.
crit initiatives. Jeez.
Does he get his own?
Initiative? No, we're just gonna do him on your turn still, same way.
No. I mean, does he get his own reflection?
No, sadly.
Okay.
But he's gonna be next to you.
Oh yeah, there we go.
Although I will say to that point, I guess to make it fair, your Echo should probably, or your mirror should probably have an Echo out as well, since that's how the power is working right now. So that's what we'll do.
Oh my god, yes. There's so many of me.
There is way too many Leif on screen right now. I am not satisfied. This is terrible.
Strong.
This is scary. This
There's
is not
so
what
many
should be
empty
happening.
squares that could be full of Leif right now.
God, please stop. I don't need more life. My fucking initiatives. Good thing I wrote this shit down. Okay.
Wait, does the clone have a clone?
Yeah. Yeah, the clone has his own clone that's staring at my clone.
Alright, so I need...
The clones are looking at each other like, what the fuck is this?
Is this just like the Spider-Man meme?
Yeah, apparently. But it's way too many of them.
Yeah.
All of you start doing the Spider-Man meme, and then you look around at Leif, and you're just like, no, this is not right.
Are we playing like, we're playing like Foursquare or something. We're like, oh, finally, there's 4 of us. We have half of a basketball team. Like,
We
we're
have
like,
the power.
oh yeah.
Pluzak, I don't see initiative. Did you roll on your camera? That's why. Do you have a plus
On
to
my
that?
camera.
I looked over and I saw
No.
it. Yeah.
Nice.
13.
Okay, so 13 it is.
I get a plus 10 by just rolling in person.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Oh,
Do you
God.
want to swap, Pluzak? Because I don't want to go first again.
Yeah. God.
No, you go
Delay
first
your
is
initiative
great.
somehow.
God damn it.
Just hold your action.
Mace was this.
Give in to your murder hobo. Right back.
So if Leif creates an echo, does the echoes create an echo?
That's
Leif's
kind
mirror
Echo's
created
echo.
an echo, and Leif created an echo. That's how we're doing it. The
Yeah,
mirror
and
is
then-
what we're calling it.
and then, if anything,
so it's
actually,
not-
it should be this.
Oh,
It should
God.
be. I created an echo next to me, and then the echo's creation was opposite of their creation, staring at each other.
This just goes on forever.
Yeah, well. Alright, so, that should be everything fixed, thankfully. Please, Zach, I will tell you that your shadow you rolled more like you than you did, so. Or your mirror you. Let's be consistent with my own terms, thank you. Alright, so as you said, CN, you are up first. You would see your own owly figure gazing back at you. Kind of a bit of a vicious sneer on its face. Let me... Yeah, so you guys... Yeah, a bit of a vicious sneer on its face. Do I need... Okay, I gotta find a note quick. I'm sorry, 1 second. Got it. Nope, okay, so you're good. You come up first.
I mean, he's not going to do anything. I mean,
Alright.
there's no point for him to do anything. He's not going to attack himself.
Absolutely.
Oh.
Absolutely. Alright. So we'll move to Leif then. You see a mirrored image of yourself, Leif. What are you thinking?
I'm gonna like poke it
Poke it with what?
with just my hand. Just gonna poke
Okay.
it.
You're just reaching out and touching?
Yep.
Yeah, so as you go to reach your hand out, do me an athletics or an acrobatics check. This isn't going to necessarily take like an action or anything, it's just his response.
Oh, I pressed on the wrong thing. Oh, whatever. It came through. Did
25?
that come through for you?
Yep, so he basically goes to like grab your hand, but he ends up just kind of slapping it aside when your finger still touches his chest, but very much seems real in there. You would notice he slapped with the left hand though, since I'm assuming Leif is right-handed. I could be wrong though.
I'm just gonna ask him. I'm just gonna say, I'm gonna look at him like up and down, like sizing him up, right, myself.
Mhm.
Shoes the forehead, and just say, "What are you doing here?"
It just kind of glares back at you, and it says, "What are you doing here?"
Fuck. I'm gonna glance over at the echoes too, and just note their transparency and them staring at each other, probably making like faces and
Yeah.
stuff as you would
Yeah.
in a mirror.
Yeah, at this point, it's actually the mirror's echo is reaching a finger out and touching your echo on the chest, like a perfect
And they're-
opposite of what.
yeah,
you guys
it's
were
like oddly sexual too, which I'm not a fan of.
doing. But then you realize that your finger's doing exactly the same thing on the mirror. You didn't
Like,
realize it before until you noticed it from looking at yourself. Yeah.
I'm gonna ask him one more question. I'm just gonna say, why am I here?
And it will look back at you. Why am I here? In a very sardonic way. I tried. I'm just making sure it comes through.
Okay, one more thing. I'm just gonna say, fight. Let's see what it says.
It's just gonna give you a toothy grin.
Okay, I'm gonna say, fish. And let's see what it says.
It gets excited. Fish.
Fuck.
Oh, you know it.
All right, I'm just gonna like. Can I see everyone else that's in here?
Yeah.
Or just
yeah.
myself?
Everybody can see everybody. You're just kind of
Yeah,
in a white void.
I'm just gonna
nothing's catching
kinda-
your view.
I'm gonna kind of look over my shoulder and be like, "Yeah, we're okay." And then that's all I got.
That's how you determine if you're okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
You don't know my life.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good there.
All right. So at this point, Mace's mirror is going to be the first of the mirrors to go. Mace, your mirror gazes over at you, and we're going to say it
Okay,
doesn't have its helmet
That's
on.
enough. Thank you.
So you can see his, your own face as you look at yourself with kind of almost derision in your eyes, almost disgust. This figure sighs, and then kind of shifts himself, starts walking, pacing almost, still kind of glaring at you. He does eventually walk out of your view, and he stops himself around here. Oh no, sorry, I'm too far. 5, 10. There we go. Sorry, I'm zoomed way further out on these squares than I should be. At this point, he turns on his heel, and he tells you, "All that time put into crafting us to be the perfect warrior. A blessing to ensure us safety in the Frostmaiden's lands until we'd grown strong. Even the support of a Valkyrie. And yet we're still too weak. Weak enough to run to that which we always derided, the gods. I abhor to imagine what Father would think of us now." And I'm going to tell you, a rage blooms in your mind. Almost as if tunnel visioning for the first time in your life, as you find you cannot attack anything but this mirror image of yourself currently. It doesn't mean you have to, but you are focused only on it. Everything else kind of falls out of your vision at this point.
You know, it's funny because you're right on the money.
I tried to be pretty good on these for most of you guys. We'll see how close I got, but that we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, no, I mean, even just from after that previous fight,
Mhm.
Mace was already brimming with frustration.
Yep, it's a good way to get it out. So, to be fair though, that is only movement and what he has said. And at
Mm-hmm.
this point, as he kind of finishes this statement at you yourself, he raises Chance in the air, and before you know it, Chance is flying at you. Your AC is 22, correct? So a 19
Yes.
will not quite hit you. But you do notice that Chance is kind of encased in what I would call, what's the quote here?
Honey.
Gold
Sheathed in booming energy. And as it kind of gets deflected by your shield and falls near your feet, little hammer Chance, let me find it, is going to stand up on his little tendrils and scamper back over and climb up into Mirror Chance's hand. And
Here, Mace.
Mirror Mace, I'm sorry. Mirror Mace's hand, yeah. Because he tried to use
Which
Booming
great
Blade, though,
villain name.
that is the only throw that he can do currently, as he just kind of holds his shield up, ready to deal with you now. I was hopeful that was going to hit, but hey.
Stop licking my shirt.
And actually, you know what? We'll place a Hexblade's Curse on you, too, because he's going to go for you.
Okay.
But besides that, that's going to be its turn. Let me put like a little skull on you so we remember. And let me go to the next shade. Or mirror, I should call it. So Mallow, at this point, your mirror kind of glowers over at you, as it is your turn to be talked to. And it simply says, "Look at us, ever the frightened little boy. Still scared, still running, even from the gifts we were given. As if changing what we align ourselves with will ever change what we harbor inside. Our violence. We will always run. From it. From them. From acceptance." And with that final kind of word, he's going to strike out at you. Yep, and then
Can I somehow headbutt his hand?
if he misses the strike, we can say that, maybe that was your way of knocking it aside. I'm okay with that, but we're gonna let him try first.
What is it? The Acolyte?
Fucking hate that show.
He's
You
going.
headbutting lightsabers now?
No.
Oh,
So say we all.
is that a thing in the Acolyte? Like, are you serious?
Yeah.
I don't want to
Yeah.
talk about it.
Oh no.
I haven't seen it yet. Is it like
It
No,
actually
don't.
that
watch
Just
it.
don't.
season?
Just fucking don't.
Don't watch it. It's
Oh,
like
wow.
watching the young Jedi.
Do you like watching Star Wars? If so, don't watch The Acolyte.
Do you
Because
do
it
you
will
want to
ruin Star Wars for you.
do you want to watch what happens if an SJW writes Star Wars,
oh,
who
God.
also
See-
doesn't know anything about Star Wars?
Oh, that
Alright, let's get back
sucks.
on track. Let's get
I
back
need
on
a
track.
con
We're-
save
Yeah.
from you, Mallow, and you're gonna take 8 damage.
I was just really hoping it was gonna be like another Ahsoka, you know?
Mm-hmm.
No.
I mean, it's kind of like an Ahsoka.
That makes
Nope.
Ahsoka's entire arc look 1,000 times better.
Yep. So you are currently stunned, Mallow.
Yeah.
And that's till the end of its next turn, or yours. I always forget. Chris, stunning strike. End of which person's next turn?
The person who cast Stunning Strike.
Awesome. Thank you. Yep. So after that, he is going to step forward as if about to hit you again, Mallow. In your stunned nature, you are pretty sure his fist is about to strike, but you realize that he actually stepped into your shadow, falls into it with a kind of a mocking grin, and he's going to appear over behind you, Pluzak. He, however, will not strike this turn. You simply know that there is a Mallow behind you, and you're... Well, it's mirrored, so you can kind of tell it's not normal Mallow, but you get to be uncomfortable.
I'm always uncomfortable. I'm holding a fart.
It's even
All the
worse
time.
now. But yeah, so at this point, it is Cien's mirror. Cien, your mirror, much like the others, is going to kind of glare at you. Get to your point in the notes. And it will say to you, Why bother with this listless life? Helping others, for what? And how can we truly help others when we can't even help ourselves find a life worth living? Or do we do it for our precious music? What for? The joy of those who hear? Or is it just to shatter the silence we can't bear to sit within, as it leaves an echoing pain of how empty and hollow our life is without the problems of others to solve? And I need to go to your sheet. You are going to get the same thing done to you that you did to Lide, was my intention. Which I forget the name of the spell and I can't find it quick. Antagonize, right?
Antagonize.
Yes, ma'am. So can you give me that wisdom saving throw? Okay, so you're going to take full. So Oh, actually, I should have probably read this closer. Can I make you attack yourself? That was my intention.
No.
Okay, then at that point I'm dumb and didn't read close enough, so. At this point, the words are just biting and cutting, and you feel them ring maybe a little more true than you'd like. Whether or not you agree with them, we'll find out in a minute. And that's going to be it for that, except for...
I mean, it says melee attack against another creature of your choice you can see. I can't see myself technically, so.
Very fair. I'll take it. Where is my... There it is.
You can't see yourself?
Nah, it's alright.
Technically.
At this
Are you
point,
invisible?
It's narrative.
I mean, just look down. Who's that?
Then there's technically that, but.
And the other CN is just going to turn and start running the other way, cackling as it looks back at you in pain. And then...
What damage did I take?
I'm sorry. I rolled it and I completely tabbed off of it, didn't I? Reroll it again. My fault. 7. Not a high roll. Kara, you are up.
Hearing the sounds of combat start around her, she's just going to look to her mirror and go, "Shall we begin?"
It just nods.
And Kara will strike with her spear.
Okay.
And miss. And strike again, and
The good
miss.
thing is you guys know when you hit or miss in this fight.
Yep.
You know all the DCs. You know everything. Anything else?
Kara, she's swinging at herself. It's like, is my ass really that big?
Do
Yes.
you want to increase
You're-
size or anything?
No.
Alrighty. In that case, Mallow, you are up.
See, I have two ways of thinking about this. Of A, fucking crisscross applesauce and just understand that this is all in my head. And that I need to
Is it?
just grow things.
Is it though?
I need to grow as a person. And it's stating that I'm running from my violence. But I feel as though that's growing as a person. Mallow's always doing violence.
It's just like violence is everything. Every time you just return to it.
Yeah. That's always the back end. Fucking what's Mallow gonna do? Beat the shit out of something. Mallow's gonna sit crisscross, like monk style, fucking feet into his fucking ribs and close his eyes and just focus on my breathing.
Fantastic. Okay. If you're doing that, I am going to give
Stop
you
with your
something
bullshit.
a little special. I need you
You're
to
100
do
M's.
a wisdom
Stop.
saving throw.
Me?
Yes, sir.
Okay. 13.
Yep. Okay. So you do sense, as you sit down, of course, that there is something to your thought process that, while maybe is not correct, seems feasible. Maybe like there's something there. You reach for it, your mind searching, basically trying to be introspective, but you're not super great at it. So you can't quite grasp any of the concepts you're feeling, just a little bit outside of the reach of your consciousness, but you do feel you're on the right path. Anything else?
That's That's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna focus on what he said and what I can do to be better as a fucking person.
Mhm.
Grow.
Okay. I will say then, if that is your intention, while you are meditating, you do find your eyes kind of following this mirror mallow quite a lot. You
I've
yourself are
closed
not
my
sure
eyes.
about why at first. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You intended to close your eyes, but with that wisdom save, we're going to say that you're still kind of watching the mirror you instead. There's just a degree to which you wonder if perhaps there's something to be learned from it as well, not just this situation. Um, but besides that, anything else you want to do?
I'll teleport behind it and just stand
So
there.
there's yeah, I guess you
Oh
can
no, I
obscure
can't do
your
anything. I'm
shadow. I
stunned.
don't know. Oh yeah, you are
Nope,
stunned. That's
I'm
fair.
stunned.
That's
So
fair.
it doesn't even matter.
I
I can't
completely
do
forgot
anything.
about that. To be fair, I forgot about that too, so I would have let you. But hey, thank you for being honest. Mace, it is your turn.
Okay.
Take the pups out.
So Mace is going to look at his reflection,
Mhm.
and I mean the goading proving effective. He is going to grab his own chance, right?
Yep.
And he's going to say to the reflection,
You feeling lucky, punk?
no, you're right. We fail. We tried beating Oral. We failed. She still lives. We tried living without the knowledge and acceptance that they are beings much more powerful than us. We failed. There they stand. And as he goes to attack the reflection, as he hits it, or tries to anyways,
Mhm.
um, with every hit, he will just say, "We just keep failing."
Okay.
Uh, and yeah, I mean, I'll just roll. Well, for starters, I'm going to also cast the Hexblade Curse.
Yep.
Which I mean, I'll just do that. And roll to attack. That is what? A 19, so that's a crit.
Oh, nice. Well, the advantage is
Yeah, the
from.
28 on advantage.
What's the
Oh,
advantage
what?
from?
Why is it advantage?
I think it was from the
Yeah,
last
that
fight.
is.
You probably just didn't have it clicked off.
Yeah,
You
so
still
it's
hit
not
with
a
a
crit. Never
27.
mind.
It's just an 18 instead of the 19.
Yeah. But it wouldn't be a crit.
You had me
But yeah,
excited
I
though.
mean, that 27 still hits. And the 12 won't.
Yeah. Okay. So.
Um,
Let me find where's my.
and he will just, you know, take his frustrations out on himself. And say, just to end the turn, all of this rage, all of this anger that fuels the powers I command means nothing. Nothing if I can't get what I need out of it. And even then, we fail. And that'll be my turn.
Yep. Awesome. Alrighty. So the Leif mirror goes next. Leif, it of course glares down at you, much as the others have had happen, and simply says, "Look at us, carrying this great sword like we can fill Dad's shoes, like we deserve his legacy, when we couldn't even earn a place among his people, our people. Even now, she herself derides us, points out what we already know. We will never measure up. We never were going to. So why not finally just give up? Just accept being the failure we always knew we were. Sorry, stumbled on the last bit. I should have mentioned to the others, but much like Mace, and you guys all who have had this said to you, are kind of focused in on specifically your mirrors. You find everyone else kind of falls out of your focus,
Periphery?
your attention. Yeah, you're all just tunnel visioned as soon as they kind of mock you to a degree. But otherwise, it's going to save that and then start swinging.
Did we see everybody at the beginning though?
Yes, so you all knew you were here. It's more like as soon as they started to talk at you, some sort of mystical effect tunnel visioned you in on them. There's a thing. But yeah, so currently your main focus for all of you who have been spoken to by the mirrors is specifically the mirrors, or should be. So it's going to move its echo to the other side of yours. It will hit the echo, so the echo will disappear for a second. I'm just going to put him over to the side, Leif, since I know you're probably going to use him again. The echo will then rotate to here and swing at you again, Leif. That will miss, however. 16, I believe, does not hit you.
Correct.
And then, so that was 10, 15, 20. It's going to cycle back over to here on you. Actually, hold on. That's 5, 10. Yeah, I can't get him back where I want it. So he's going to stand right there for the moment. And that will be the end of your mirror's turn. Next up is Pluzak. So Pluzak, you can still see everybody. You have not been spoken to yet, I believe. You and Kara should be the two. Did I lose you, Pluzak?
It helps if I unmute myself. I'm
Yeah.
gonna put my hand out to shake Mirror Pluzak's hand and say, "Nice to see you."
It will take and put its hand out. It'll shake your hand, but it will simply say, "Yes, because seeing is all we ever really do, isn't it?"
I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of hoping since these mirrors had like the opposite, this Pluzak talked
It would
faster.
speak back.
It's just an Alvin and the Chipmunk
I
situation.
can switch it up if you guys want. I don't mind trying.
No, that's already happened. But I was sitting there thinking like, opposite Pluzak, does he talk faster?
You can talk normal. Seeing is all we do. I walk and I research. I do more than see.
But do we really?
Yes.
I mean, at this point, I think he's going to just drop the handshake and just be like
Okay.
staring at you, waiting, seeing what you're doing.
I'm gonna cast Sanctuary on myself.
That's a good choice. That's the one they have to do the wisdom save, right?
They have to do a wisdom save for each attack that they would do on me. And then I will guess we'll do this. Shell defense. Withdraw into my shell because I can't see.
Okay. Oh, I should have had you roll this at the start of your turn, because I don't know your abilities very well. Can you do me a con save, Fred? You still get to do everything on this turn, I'm just...
A Constitution save here.
Yes, sir. Okay.
I take 1d6
You
points
do
of...
not take a d6. You find that this version of you that's in front of you, though, is exceptionally charming. You have no interest in hurting it right now. You're charmed by it.
I'm charmed by it.
You're charmed
That's
by
good.
it.
Are y'all
Had
done?
no intentions of hurting it anyway. So
Yeah, but at this point, it's a little different. It's almost like something extra has settled in. You are actually charmed, quote unquote. Status effect wise.
okay.
Um,
Damn it! I rolled on the fucking game. Got my dice tray. Got my dice in my hand. I would have saved. All right,
oh
go ahead.
God.
I'm good.
Okay. So at this point, it goes to, I believe, Kara's mirror. That is correct. Kara, your mirror. Where is it? So as it glares out at you, finally opens its mouth and says, "What a pathetic waste of effort you are. Given an immortal body, trained by the gods, blessed with their powers," as she shows off her tattoos, of course. "Able to draw strong and Harrier to yourself, even now. But even with all this, you're still too weak, too pathetic to take down the Frostmaiden. Perhaps next time you die, you should just remain dead." And at this point, she will begin to strike. Much like the
I
others,
could,
of course.
but that's just boring.
Let's see here. 13 will not hit you, but she will hit you with a 24.
I was gonna say, she hit like me too, which means she's not gonna hit.
Alright, so 8 damage from the spear. At that point, she will also Hunter's Mark you. Probably should have done it at the top of the turn, but I was not smart, so that's my own fault. And she's going to mobile, fly up in the air and over you. 5, 10,
Okay.
20, 40. So she's up 5 feet in the air over here. And that should have been, right, 5, 10, 30, 35. I was trying to go 40, so there we go.
She doesn't have that distance yet if she's in
That's right.
May.
The flight is only 30,
So
I'd be there.
if she went 5 up and over, she'd be here.
Fair enough. Give it to you. Alright. And that will be her. And then it should be... Did I? Good, okay. It is the Pluzak Echo, or Mirror, finally. Alright. Where is my Pluzak note? So, having said what it had to you already, Pluzak, it finally continues. "For one who knows life so well, studies it and plays with it, who seeks to mold it to his purposes as he sees fit, we sure have no idea how to really live. We stand on the sideline, notes in hand, ready to record every little detail, while never becoming one ourselves. I wonder, do you even know yourself as well as you do your subjects?" And where is it? You want to say something?
Yeah, I do. I am learning to have a longer life for all of my kind, not just myself. My life is the research.
Okay. Yep. It's a good statement. And then was it... So I need charisma saving throws. Oh no, sorry, I gotta move first. Can I get far enough? Did I misread this before? Probably. Probably. In that case, let's go this way. Nope, still can't get it. That's alright. We'll do something different. Man, I misread my distances earlier. I feel bad. You're just gonna get chill touched, Bluzak. You know how it works.
Make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, good call. Thank you for reminding me. Let's see, is Pluzak good at wisdom saves? He kinda is.
Yes,
What's
he
the
is.
DC? 14 is what I rolled.
16.
16, so he cannot attack you this turn. So then you're good.
So he can target somebody else if he wants.
Yeah, sure. We'll have him target Mallow. I think that's fitting. So Mallow, you're gonna take 14 necrotic damage.
Is it to hit or is it?
It hit you no matter what. It was a 14 necrotic damage on you.
So can he now see the thing that hit him
Great
if we were
question.
supposed to be like narrowed in on our clones?
Fantastic question. No, he cannot.
Am I narrowed in now that I
You
only
are,
see?
yes.
Okay.
As soon as you all
No,
were talked to. So
the
every
trigger
single
is
one of
once
you,
they speak to you, you're
Yes.
narrowed in as the
So
attack.
every single one of you can only attack
Okay.
your mirrors currently. Yeah. Thank you for picking up on that, Sarah.
Well, here's also the thing that fucking Mallow's clone is literally right in front of Pluzak, so
Absolutely. And I will clarify. It's not necessarily that you cannot see them, as in they are invisible. They are still all physically on map. It is that you
You're
are
just
all
focused on them.
abnormally focused on only your own mirrors currently. You have basically you're charmed in a way. You don't have the ability to attack anyone besides your clones, or deal with, maybe is the better term. That's kind of the mechanic I'm trying to instill.
if you're using the word charmed, I believe I can't be charmed.
Yeah, charmed is just
So
not in terms of the condition, more in terms of effect. Does that make
You're
sense?
metaphysically focused on your opposite.
Yeah, that's a good way to phrase it. Exactly. Yeah. If your opposite tries to charm you, though, then that would be a thing. Yes, you can do that. But regardless, let me tell you who's next. So we're at the bottom of the turn order. I need everyone to do a Wisdom saving throw.
Oh, I suck at these.
Ooh,
21.
Okay.
I almost clicked a button. Yikes.
So I still need Claw
11.
and Fred is
Wisdom.
11. Okay. Awesome. Okay. So
I am gonna throw a N here hard die at Lave.
Ein Harrier at Leif.
So you can roll a d6 to add to that if you want to.
Okay. Do you want to, Leif?
Sick.
Yep, you can choose not to use it now and save it for later, but you can add that d6 to,
You roll if you would like.
just to double check the wording here.
I feel
You
like
can
if-
add that d6 to ability checks or attack rolls if you choose to do so.
Is that a
you don't
saving
need to
throw?
see them.
It's got to
She
be before
doesn't.
you find out success or failure, but you can
Oh.
choose to use that d6 on attack rolls or ability checks.
Yeah.
And
I mean,
to clarify, I don't think she needs to for that one. It's part of her Valkyrie like abilities.
Yep.
As long as it's one of her Ein Harrier, she can't do it to anyone. Only one of the people in the party.
We'll roll it. We'll see what happens there. Oh,
All right, so 15.
All right.
That's pretty good.
Okay. So let's see. 7, 15, and 18. Okay. So all of you are mostly the same. Mallow, you on the other hand, having kind of, even though you were stunned, you couldn't sit down, you started to try and focus your mind around earlier. And that actually paid off in spades for you here. Just barely, you feel like your mind finally kind of grasps through and connects to a concept. And your vision kind of widens again. You no longer feel so heavily focused in on your mirror. But you kind of just find just a little bit of a thought running through your mind. You kind of realize that ultimately it really doesn't matter what you decide to do, what skills you decide to gain, or how you try and do what you want. What matters is that you've chosen to do it. You've already come a long way down the path of following your own choices. You no longer kill necessarily based on your violence's fancy. I mean, it's still there, but you've learned to stop if you need to. You respect others' existence even if they don't quite endear themselves to you. You've faced a god by the sides of people who have stuck with you through thick and thin. I mean, you even took a stand against your worst of nightmares, your own father. You realize that it doesn't really, none of this matters. You've already changed. In fact, if you want, you can change anything about yourself to reflect that. But it's not because you feel the need to change yourself to escape. It's that you've recognized that you're no longer the person that you used to be. You aren't running. You're walking your path. You're doing what you were supposed to all along. And so, yeah, your mind is freed.
Except
Am
for
I
being a
allo-
dickhead to Pluzak.
And I will tell you that means that your seed of growth is planted. So with that, you're
Okay.
good. You can do what you want next turn. That puts us at top of the turn order for CN.
Thean, I think, is honestly just gonna sit down and just be like, I don't want to play this. I don't want to play this game.
Interesting. Okay.
And he's just not gonna do anything.
Give me another wisdom save.
I just want to state this. I did not expect Mallow to be the first one to be like, maybe I shouldn't try to beat the shit out of this thing.
It's fitting for kind of what you realized, right? So,
Yeah.
so 21 is a good roll, as we've learned from Mallow. CN, as you sit down, try and relax your mind, you realize it's starting to work. Your vision widens, much like Mallow's did, not that you would know that, as you once more start to be able to focus in on the situation around you. You realize that through your life of helping others, unlike what this weird mirror version of you has said, you're actually helping yourself. You assist because you want to assist, because reaching out a helping hand and swaying situations in whatever way you see right is your way of creating the world you wish to live in. Every interaction, every person you meet serves to better, every interaction, every person you help serves to better the people and places that you leave behind. And thus is the path of C.N. Higgs, a path of cultivating the self through cultivating the world. And much like Mallow, you find your mind kind of is put at ease. And I would tell you that at this point you do recognize the fact that, and I would tell you this as well, Mallow, none of the rest of you know this, but the two of you recognize the fact that these mirror things really don't seem to mean you guys much harm. You don't feel much violent intent from them, actually, now that you're kind of free. But you do see that the teammates around you are kind of stuck mentally, focused very hard on their mirrors. So it's your choice whether you want to try and assist them or just attack the
Man.
mirrors yourselves. It's
Man.
you could still try and learn more about yourselves in any way you would like, but you are much more mentally free. Anything else you'd like to do, Cian?
Can I disappear from the game?
If you need to, babe.
Jesus.
Like, can I full on pull myself out of this where I'm just
Yeah.
gone?
Yeah, if you're not feeling it, that's totally fine.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry to hear that. CN will disappear. Leif, you're up.
All right. So I had this thought. I think what I want to do here is bring my echo back. We'll bring him here. But before I go to attack these people that just attacked me, I'm going to pull a flask out. And I want to take a drink and just say, why are we fighting ourselves? And offer the drink to them as well. I'll say, I did want to follow my father's footsteps. I wanted to be the best I could, and all I saw was him because he was better. But now I've realized that I must become myself, and that is the path I've chosen. And offer them a drink of my flask.
Okay. I'll let you choose between a persuasion roll or another wisdom save.
Ooh. Ooh. They're both very bad. I guess I'll do another wisdom save. Okay. this, but I'm going to re-roll that wisdom save because I can because of my sword.
Yep, go for it.
Jesus
Okay.
Christ.
Good try though. It just doesn't doesn't seem to take as much as you would like. He seems to refuse the drink currently. Not that it wants to. It actually, if anything, seems to want to take the drink, but it does indeed refuse for now. And
Okay, I'm going to have my echo kind of. Let's see. I guess he's just gonna swing like around here.
all
He
right.
didn't leave anything, but he's kind of. He's not like disengaging, but like he was in aggressive attack mode over here, and he's kind of just like backed off, just kind of waiting to see where we're at with these guys.
Alrighty.
And yeah, I'm good like that. We have not thrown any swords or anything at them.
Alrighty. Mirror Mace's turn. Mirror Mace. He's just going to try and shove you back with his first attack per action mace. So if you could do a check for me. 23 is the DC. Oh, did I lose you, Mace?
Maze.
Mace. Alright, let's come back to it.
Losing everybody tonight.
Yeah, it's alright.
I mean, my internet connection seemed to have not fucked up in the last hour or so.
Yeah, you've been pretty consistent.
Oh,
Oh,
hey,
he's
there you
back.
are.
Sorry.
Mace, need a grapple check.
Grapple athletics, yeah?
Yep, if you want. It's 23 DC right now.
Ugh.
Okay.
Yep.
So he's just going to shove you back 5 feet. And then 5, 10, 15. Nope, this one. 5, 10. He's going to toss chance at you again. Roll it. Where's my mace sheet? It will miss. Chance will scamper back over to mace. 10, 15, 20, and 5. I think, right? 5, 10. Oh no, one more. 30. As he will try and move back that way. And that's the end of that one. Cien's is gone. Kara, you're up.
Kara is going to run forward, and as she gets just about under her doppelganger, she's going to bonus action enlarge
Okay.
and basically slam down with the spear.
So you want to go around to the bottom of the doppelganger?
I'm stopping in front of her for the sake of, like, I enlarged in front of her,
Gotcha. Okay.
and I will strike down.
Yep, go for it.
So, bonus action is used. I can't use planar warrior. Turn that on, turn that on, turn that off. And okay, that's going to be 15 points of damage for the first attack.
Mhm.
And second attack. I know that's going to miss. Kara will then continue around to the other side. And
Is it okay if I hop off of here?
You gotta go?
Yeah, if you need to. Yeah, you already passed your check, so that's totally cool. No worries.
Okay, I got some stuff I need to take care of for
Absolutely, man.
tomorrow.
Thanks for coming.
adios, dude.
Thank you guys.
Later.
Sorry about
We
that.
will have... No, you're good.
Hi,
we will have
Harrison.
Mallow will also dissipate out of the realm, having passed his check.
Before I leave, you will see Mallow's hair go like perfect blonde. He'll now have blue eyes and fair skin, and I'll go put a hand on Pluzak's shoulder and just go, "Do well, my friend," and then leave.
Just to scare the hell out of Pluzak, I guess.
Not even. This is Mallow's awakening.
Is
Oh,
he the
okay.
superior race now? I don't understand.
Well, I wasn't gonna
Nazi?
say that. I wasn't gonna say that with the German in the room, but okay.
Okay. I just
Oh
Well, this
god.
doesn't look like a shower.
Oh god.
Oh.
Why is the room getting so foggy?
Oh no.
Okay.
Well, we can't put this one on YouTube now.
Anything else, Kara? No, I can cut around it. We'll be fine.
Yeah, I was gonna say, just mute that. Just mute that. It's fine.
Cut that. Cut that.
Cut that. Cut that.
Kara will look to her doppelganger. I get what this is about, but you know what? I'm game for just beating the shit out of myself one way or the other.
Alrighty.
Hey.
Mallow is up. We're skipping him. Mace, you yourself.
I might have missed it before. Did the clone say anything to me?
Not this round, no.
Okay. So I will continue to approach to melee range.
Mhm.
And I will just say I am not strong. But I don't care if I have to break this body to get to where I need to. I don't need a purpose or power. I have me. And somehow that will have to be enough. And I'll hit myself twice again.
Okay, go for it.
That is 17 and the 19. I don't know if the 19 hit. I don't know. The 19 doesn't hit. What am I saying? I know my AC.
Apparently
Yeah.
not.
And yeah, with the 26, I will smite.
Okay. I'll let you, but just again, when you do it, I'd prefer if you did it before the second roll is all. But it's fine.
Right.
I'll
Yes,
still
you're
let you go.
right. You know what?
It's okay.
Yeah,
Go for it.
actually,
Because this realm, it doesn't really matter at this point. Go ahead and do the smites. It's all totally fine. I just mean for future
Sure.
reference, that is how I kind of prefer to run it. So
yeah, I forgot about that because I haven't
No worries.
smited in a while. So.
yeah, it's been a bit. You weren't here last week as well. It happens. It's no problem. So
I had to, there it is. Eh.
47 down to 43.
But yeah,
Okay.
I mean, as a Mace, in essence, will just be saying that he doesn't care if he has to sacrifice whatever he needs to sacrifice, because that is the one thing he can do. Yeah, but with that, my turn will end.
Awesome. Okay. I'm clicking the wrong thing. My bad. Okay, this one is... So the Leif Echo at this point, let's see. It's going to try and grapple check you again, Leif, so I need you to do a check, a grapple for me. That's athletics or acrobatics, your choice. You need to nat 20 on this.
Shut the fuck up.
Okay, you already rolled that. See, so it doesn't actually reach for you. The mirror Leif actually reaches out and grabs the alcohol from your hand and tries to turn and run with it.
That seems like a Leif thing to do.
I thought so too.
I do not. Well, can I opportunity attack?
Yes, you can. Yes, you can.
With the
Grapple
net?
alcohol the back, like try to get
so
it. Yeah.
do this for me. Swing the opportunity attack, and we will say you're trying to like knock the flask out of his hand to like get it back. Okay.
Like with a greatsword or?
Yeah, that's fine. Roll it with the greatsword. There's something I'm trying to show
Okay.
you anyway. So. Fantastic.
was
Okay,
still-
so you do manage to do so, and because of Sentinel, he's gonna like stop. I don't think he can leave the range. Is that it?
Yeah. Once I hit him, he can't. His movement speed 0.
So yeah, you manage to stop him. You knock the alcohol kind of from his hand. The flask lands, and we'll say that it was still closed at that point and doesn't seem to spill anything. However, as you were swinging your greatsword, you noticed that the echo next to you tried to jut its own greatsword in the way, as if to try and block you. It didn't do much in the instance of stopping you here, but you did notice that it seemed to help your mirror self a little bit more than your own echoes generally do. But yeah, so that was your opportunity attack. It tried to steal your alcohol, and we're going to call it on that one's turn. Pluzak, you yourself are up.
I'm still in my shell with Sanctuary, and I will shout out to Mayor Pluzak and say, "How do you think I should live my life?"
Interesting question. Okay. Um, I think it would answer you with, I think nothing different than you. I simply recognize the truth of the truth of reality. So, yeah, I think that's basically all it will answer you.
Okay.
Okay, so.
I do like that I rolled a 13. I'm still going last out of the group.
Yeah. Well, especially your mirror is literally last in the turn order. Yeah. At this point, it is Kara's mirror. Kara, your mirror will also size up. She's gonna try and grab. She's gonna switch weapons on you.
Alright.
She's gonna basically drop the spear or stab the spear into the ground at her side. Grab your sword off of her hip and basically turn it on as she goes to, or activate, I should say, as she goes to swing up at you. 26 total will hit you.
I mean, you might be my mirror image, but you don't know how to fight me very well, do you?
It's going to deal a total of 19 radiant damage, and I gotta add giant smite to that too. Actually, 1 second. That's what, a D8 or D6 for you?
It is a D6 currently.
So another 2
And that
on top
damage
of
is
that.
the same as the weapon attack, correct?
19, 22, yeah, so 21 total, so 11. Yeah.
Yep. 21 total, shouldn't it be 10?
It was...
You round it down and...
Oh, yeah, we can give you 10. That's fine, sorry. You're good. I'm just having quick. I'm not actually rounding down properly.
Yep.
Thank you for catching me on that. And you know what? Why don't we have her use a fire rune on you?
Alright.
Give me a strength saving throw.
That 20.
Nice. So yeah, you shatter the chains. You know, like as they start to wrap around your wrists. Your own tattoos glowing fiercely as you basically reject the use of your own power against you. And that will be it for her turn. Actually, no, she's mobile. 10, 20, 30. Yeah, you know what? Actually, 10.
Alright, so much for that line.
20, 30. Is that right?
Oh, don't run. You're just gonna die tired.
I do nothing different than you. As she kind of glares back at you. And then the Pluzak shell will come up. And Pluzak,
I know, that's why I don't run. I die tired.
I have a question for you.
Well,
Yep.
you've died before, so it makes sense.
You are a creature with a magical
Of havoc?
effect on you, correct?
I mean, you said I was like charmed that I didn't want to attack.
No, not like that. Sorry, your sanctuary. What's the level on that spell?
Oh yeah, using dispel magic.
Yes, that is correct.
This is level 1.
Okay, so DC 11. I still have to.
I'm
roll
gonna
for
use
it,
a
but-
reaction here and give Pluzak an Enherar die to see if he
So,
can beat the
it
saving
won't-
throw on
It's
that.
not a saving throw for him. It's a saving throw for his mirror.
Oh, right. I don't really
Yeah.
use that spell. Okay, I've reversed that decision, but
So yeah, so 3rd level or lower ends immediately. So your sanctuary will end. He will at that point. Let me see how I want to do this. Can I do that? Is that an action? Yeah, I don't know you well enough. Okay. he's just going to kind of call out to you, I guess. Yes, staying safe in your shell, just like all the years lost at our research facility. All while you could be trying to actually do something. And we'll leave it at that. And go up to Cien has managed his way out. Leif, you yourself are up. Oh, actually, sorry, that was bottom of the turn order. I missed my little note on it. Wisdom saving throw from everybody who is still in here. So, Kara, Mace, Bluzak, Leif, wisdom saving throw.
I throw die onto Leif.
I can do it.
Nope.
Mace, I just read your note, by the way. Wouldn't that have been amazing? All of a sudden, Bluzak turns into like a princess.
All right, that's a D6, right?
17.
Yes, his whole like magical girl transformation.
Yeah.
It's not gonna do anything.
Kara, wonderful. Okay. Bluzak and Mace, let's get wisdom saves. Oh, I'm sorry, I missed yours, Mace. Okay, so you're 10. So just Bluzak's wisdom. Oh, you know what?
17.
Did I click out of your die and I'm an idiot? That's probably exactly what I did.
I can save Kara's
That
die.
is exactly what I did.
You do not need to use it now.
Yeah, I can save. Okay.
17, you said, Bluzak?
Yes.
Ooh, okay. So, Kara, you and Bluzak are both going to pass. We'll start with you.
Start with you being me, or start with you being him?
Start with you being Kara. So, Kara, finally, your mind starts to clear, and you realize that failure, as she has mocked you for, is a part of being mortal, being human. And it's in that very humanity that your morality also resides. Your morality. The very reason you were ever even sent to these lands in the first place. And as you've borne witness to over the years, just as equally as it is human to fall, so too is it human to stand back up and overcome your setbacks. There's no reason that even gods or Valkyries look to... there is reason that even gods and Valkyries look to mortal warriors for their Einherjar. There is a reason they love their humans so dearly. For in their fragility lies the greatest of strengths, and it is one that you will embody, as Kara stands up stronger than ever before, and you choose to conquer that which has knocked you down. For that has always been your path. Bluzak? Where is your note? As this thing continues to mock you as if you have not lived life, you come to realize that just because you're one who records doesn't mean you aren't making a difference. On the macrocosm, you've already learned that the research that you're doing, much as you have said to yourself in this moment, is proving fruitful. You already know that you've at least achieved half of your goal, and the other half is coming into view. You're, on the more macro, your perusings of your companions' quirks has even allowed you from time to time to be useful to them in ways that they've never experienced before, helping them to understand or ask greater questions of themselves, or even supporting their health with your culinary skills and your nutritious mushrooms, or physically assisting them in ways that people just haven't, like with Mace and his armor. So you know that you need not worry about what this weird creature has said. You don't need to change either. The path before you is that of the note-taker, not the subject, and in that, you and the world around you will grow ever stronger because of it. So the two of you are finally cleared, as you can still see, or now see, everyone around you. Once again, kind of like the others, you notice now that these mirrors really don't seem to carry much, I should have gotten rid of this, sorry. Don't seem to carry much malice towards you. In fact, it seems as if they were almost trying to get you to open your eyes like this the whole time. But what you choose to do going forward is still your choice. And it is, again, at that point that we go back to the top of the turn order with Mace's shadow, or mirror, I should say. So Mace's mirror is going to slide this way. Actually, he'll just go around you, Mace. And he's just going to go for another couple swings on you.
Mm-hmm.
2 sevens. Woohoo. I'm rolling like you.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, call
Highs
it
and
there.
lows.
Call it there, but he will still continue to just, failure that you are. Can't even use our brother correctly. Although, still misses as he says it twice, because, rolls.
I mean, he reflects on me, so that's...
Oh, God. And I don't remember which is which now. Sorry, missed my notes. Mallow's clone. Mallow's not here. CN would be yours. You're not here. Kara, you yourself are up. Uh-oh, did we lose Chris again?
Yeah, I had a little disconnect issue. What's up?
Nothing, it's your turn, proper.
Alrighty. What do I want to do? Kara is gonna fly over to here. Just kind of crouch down next to Mace and go, he's made of glass, right? Just hit him in the jaw. And I'm gonna give him an on here our jaw
I
die.
hear your die. Okay.
Yep.
Yikes.
Mace, is your turn.
Okay. Yeah, Mace will just, I mean, I guess in equal parts working with what Kara said, but not necessarily because he's paid attention to it, but more so, because this is the only way he knows how to get through this. He'll just say,
Maneuver for advantage.
this doesn't end until one of us breaks.
God. Okay.
And he will, continue attacking.
Maneuver for advantage.
Yeah, advantage. Yeah, yay.
You could maneuver for it, he's saying. You're not quite flanking yet, but you could be.
Oh, yeah. Good thought.
Yeah. Other way. Blue is them.
Oh, yes.
That's
Sorry.
okay. You're good. We'll make it work out.
But yeah, advantage. 1. 26, 17.
I should note, Kara, because I think you're the only one who, or actually you and Pluzak would both see it at this point, but your mirror you like face palms when you try and tell Mace to continue fighting.
Learned
And
my
on the
lesson.
second one, I will.
She just shrugs and like gestures generally at the fact that Mace clearly hasn't.
And I'm helping.
Oh God. All right, so you're hitting for 18, and then you are doing another 14. Gotcha. Okay.
Mhm.
Let me see. Where's the mace one? So 22, 32. All right. Damn. Big hit. All right. Well, mace is this mirror mace is definitely looking a lot worse for wear. Very dented and oil leaking from places that you didn't know he could leak oil. Anything else, Mace?
Oh, he's not doing anything?
It's not his turn yet.
Okay. I then I misunderstood, but no. That's it for me.
All right. Leif, it is your Echo's turn. It's going to, or not Echo, I'm sorry, your Mirror's turn. It's going to slide over here, angry that you knocked the alcohol from its hand, and is just going to try and lay the smack on you, the way that you have been trying to do on it.
I've done nothing to it.
Oh, I'm sorry, that's fair. It's still going to try and lay the smack on you, though, at this point.
I'm
It's angry about the alcohol. That's the part
Yeah,
that I was trying to get at.
that sounds more believable.
Yeah. Starts with a 17 on you. 17 damage, I should say. The second hit is an 18, so it will not hit you. And then it will try and unleash Incarnation, just like you have done so many times in the past. That is flat on a 19. Are you a 19 or are you an 18 AC, actually? I'm looking at 19 on your
I
sheet,
think
but I
it,
think
I
it's a
think it's eight.
miscellaneous.
It's
It is
yeah, I think
18.
it's
Alright, you know what?
18.
Fuck it.
Yeah.
I'll still give it a miss, but this one will hit you regardless for another 15 damage. So 17 and then a 15. And that will be it, as basically it gestures towards the flask, like, you were giving it to me! You're an asshole!
Yes, but you took it to leave.
True story. You
Like
definitely
you
did.
wouldn't!
Right, but it's mine.
It's mine!
It's ours, so why would you leave?
Comrade!
If we not the other shadow
And
clones
then,
rush
then we just all sit in a circle and get drunk.
Pluzak, it is your turn.
Yeah, I didn't think it was gonna be my turn so soon. I'm gonna de-shell.
Okay.
That's my action.
Yep.
I'm gonna shake my mirror's hand.
Okay. This time, not only does it shake your hand, it grips it quite firmly and returns a very enthusiastic handshake.
It's nice to see you.
It is nice to have been able to help myself. I hope that the advice is worth something.
Is there anything I can do to help my party? I'm asking myself.
Absolutely. Simply tell them what you have learned. To look inside themselves.
I'm afraid if I say that to Mace, he's gonna like make a dent and physically look inside himself.
I
No, I got
more
that one.
worried that he would open up his chest cavity and show some sort of strange fleshy inside.
I got that one. Don't worry about it.
Okay. I'm good.
Alrighty. Kara's mirror at this point, who is just going to kind of size down, sigh, and just kind of like, she'll just stand there and wait. Look at you, Kara. Just kind of generally gesture like, this is yours to handle. At this point,
What's wrong with you? You're not going to help your mirror, Leif? Or your mirror, Mace?
that was not my role. But otherwise, it is the Pluzak Echo's turn. The Pluzak Echo is going to, at this point, take out its journal, and he's going to like start showing you pages, Pluzak. But you notice that all of them are written in reverse, and it's all the identical notes to yours. But he's like trying to confer with you, but what you find is it's all the same opinions that you already have, so you're really not learning anything new.
But you are learning how to read backwards.
Yes, that's true.
Yeah.
It is becoming significantly easier for you to read backwards.
Nice.
Oh, God. It's the bottom of the turn order, so let's do another round of wisdom saving throws for its Mace and Leif at this point. I believe it's DC 14 now. 16 last time. Should have been. So, Mace, you are perfect. That's what you should have rolled to begin with.
Hey, you know.
You
It
still
happens.
have that in.
my
well,
Life
that,
is
even
still
that
fucked.
die's not going to help you. I'm
Perfect.
sorry.
I am
Perfect.
making
So,
smart choices.
So Mace, on this turn, as you finally kind of smack your mirror version, with those two blows, and especially that second one, smiting away as much anger as you could, you kind of finally feel your mind start to relax, and it starts to let you reflect a little bit more. And you realize that both you and Chance, realistically, you have failed. You have not succeeded in ways that you wish you did. You've always been left kind of grasping. But, if anything, that just makes you human. Yeah, I mean, realistically, you're just more normal. And the fact that your mentality kind of has grown to recognize that fact, that it's okay to fail, it's okay to try again, it's okay to be human, is kind of a little more mature than you used to be. And then that kind of brings you to thinking about your time with your father, and what would Von Fitz have actually thought? Your mirror did say to you, I abhor to imagine what father would think of us now, but what would he really think? Well, he tried to bind you to a god originally anyway, and he clearly used the Frostmaiden's blessing, so he would be proud.
Because she's your mom.
Yeah, Bluzak's still stuck on that. He'd be proud of you, Mace, for
Child support's gonna be
growing,
amazing.
for recognizing your faults, and for learning to discern reality for yourself and act on your feelings. And just like your father, you recognize, using the tools at your disposal does not make you any less of a person. It just makes you smart. It helps you overcome the challenges ahead of you. And that is your recognition of your path. So you are finally cleared of the fog. If you wish to still continue attacking, of course, that is your choice. But you don't seem to feel it holding on to you quite so much. That puts us back at the top, which let's just skip down to Leif, you yourself.
Okay, so I'm gonna pick up the flask, the goat bladder, whatever it is, off the floor. I'd like to also use second wind, just to give myself some health points.
Go for it.
Okay, that's 1d10 real quick. I apologize. It's a 4 plus 10 gives me 14. That takes away essentially one of his hits. I'll take it. And then I'm just gonna look at my mirror images of myself and my echo while holding this goat bladder full of whatever alcohol I've found along my travels.
Yeah. Some sort of beer or meat or something.
Yeah, and just think about, what they said so far. And just, I'm going to look at them and just say, do you think that your voices are louder than the voices that I hear in my own head? The reason that I drink every day? Do you think I don't know or haven't heard from other people that I could never follow in my father's footsteps? That I would never amount to the man that he was? You think I don't think about this every time
perfect.
that I do anything?
It grins at you, if anything, as you say this, and it simply replies, I know all that. I am the voices in your head. But I do want you to, in acknowledging that, do another wisdom save.
Okay, let's get another 4.
Let's see. Yeah.
You do have the die. You can use
13.
it.
13's not bad. We could try. Let's try and throw a d6 on that.
Let's see it.
Ha!
You did it.
Okay,
there it is.
18!
So in focusing up and in starting to kind of ask those questions of yourself or the mirror, you kind of find your mind rampaging at itself. You have this outlet. You have the voices in front of you for once, just as it's claimed. And as you come to these recognitions, another voice starts to kind of overtake in your head. And you realize that this life so far, as much as you've lived it in the image of your father, has actually still been your own. And while what you've done so far might have been or felt listless and undriven because, again, this shadow looming over you, it's actually led you through quite an adventurous life. I mean, you went and became a mercenary, spent time among people that you never really knew before, fighting in a way that, you had to trust them with your life. You learned how to sail, became almost a pirate for a time, one of the terrors of the seas, you could say. And then you found your way all the way up to the Icewind Dale, literally the middle of nowhere, a place that some people die trying to get to. And in all that time, you've managed to not only face the legacy that has always loomed over you, but you've actually begun to carve away at it and kind of create your own. Yeah, sure, like you're saying, you might never live up to the patrimony that's left to you by a man who's done so much, fighting in great battles and striving to protect the lives of the hundreds of subjects who called him their king. You know that, you know his life. But the same can be said in reverse. The stories of your father's wars were nothing in comparison to the adventure that you've undertaken. And while he certainly never, are nothing in comparison to the adventures that you've undertaken, and your father certainly never tried to slay a god. While the path that you walk, Leif, may be different, it is certainly no lesser. and to walk your own path as you please, that is the way of Leif. So you as well finally break your tunnel vision as the mirror in front of you kind of recognizes this and reaches out and just unscrews the cap on the flask. And then he just kind of, with the first gentle smile that you've seen on its face today, gestures for you to take a nice big gulp. It basically tells you you've earned it.
I do. Yeah, I do, obviously.
The alcohol burns in a comforting way, but for once you find that the taste is a comfort more akin to relaxation and not depression, as it were. You feel your mind relaxing, not necessarily like you're trying to, hide away from the negative feelings for once. More accepting, we could say. But at that point, you are all free, so unless anyone wishes to continue fighting, all of the mirror images at this point are kind of standing relatively relaxed and smiling at you all.
I'm going to continue.
Mace is gonna continue. Interesting. Okay. So we'll continue through the order. If you truly wish to continue, I think it is actually your mirror's turn next. It is.
Mm-hmm.
So at this point, your mirror will just put Chance back on his belt, and he's going to put his shield arm down and just look over at you and simply say, if you believe that violence is going to solve some sort of problem for you, go ahead and kill all of us. We are nothing but figments of your imaginations anyway.
Wait, so that
Do I
really
get to
isn't my
respond?
ass?
You can respond, yeah. What was that, Kara?
Wait, that really isn't my ass?
the other Kara does a little bit of a pirouette and smiles at you and is like, you know what you got.
Fuck.
You can respond though, Mace, yeah.
Yeah. So, Mace will just sort of point Chance at him and say, no. I don't get the easy way out. Pick up your weapon. He will sort of he will sort of grasp at Chance, not flimsily, but I guess a little too harshly.
Mm-hmm.
As he sort of braces for further combat, he says, I've sensed your forgiveness. I've sensed your sense of acceptance. I've learned to bend, but I will never break. You'll need more than torchlight to cast away these shadows.
Your mirror simply nods at that point and would tell you, I am aware and I accept that, for I am you. And just kind of stands there, his arms open, ready for you to do whatever you need.
I will attack.
Okay, go for it. Give it the roll.
Okay.
You can even roll with advantage if you want.
Wow, that was a
You already
shitty roll
did.
either way.
Still won't work.
Yeah.
Give it another go.
Yeah,
There you go.
22 will hit
That
finally.
will certainly hit. A 16, I will tell you, is more than enough. You will shatter this mirror image of yourself into a million glittering shards that slowly glitter and dissipate through the air, almost like kind of like falling rain, glittering in the sun, or the light during the day, I should say. But you are kind of left with a feeling of relief in a sense, but I'm sure there's plenty of other emotions raging around in there as well that I will let you figure out for Mace.
Yeah, I mean, I think sure there's the relief of having gotten that out, I
Mhm.
guess.
Exactly, yeah.
But there's also a bit of an emptiness.
Mhm.
A feeling of that didn't really accomplish anything. And I guess this whole because he won't attack anyone else. He doesn't care about the other reflections or anything like that. Um, so as I assume, anyways, that this whole area fades out of sight.
Yep, as long as everyone is kind of released their inhibitions, no one wants to fight anymore, then yes, it would start to fade.
Yeah, he will feel his grasp on Chance loosen, and he'll stow him.
So, as your grasp on Chance loosens, I would just say your hand kind of goes to let go, but much like you can sense that Chance has been reaching into your mind, and you've been feeling his emotions, and he's been feeling yours, and the sense of emptiness kind of reverberated through him for a moment as well. But the loosening of your hand kind of panics him for just a moment, and his tendrils grip tighter around your hand. And just in that moment, you sense from him a bit of security as he realizes that it doesn't really matter what he's feeling or what's going on. He still has you. You still have each other. So, whether or not you confer with that idea, you do feel it coming from Chance. So he feels at least a little
There
bit
is
secure.
definitely a sort of wave of comfort that comes from it for sure.
Okay, good to know. But yeah, otherwise he just kind of lets you put him back at your side, and you like you said, you feel that comfort. You both feel more secure, kind of returning to norm, as it were.
Mhm.
But yeah, with that, let us put you all back. So we will go back to the temple. You guys do find yourselves coming back into your bodies exhausted, utterly, mentally and physically at this point. You're still drained from your fight with the Valkyries earlier, and now this whole bit inside the Lotus has definitely left you, just as drained of your resources, we can say, as if you had made perhaps, that fight yourselves. But seeing that you all are starting to wake up, Xinglong, Jia, and the priestess all are kind of abeam, very happy, as they kind of gaze at you all and ask, "So, sorry, I'll have Jia specifically. So, did you all enjoy your time? Feel that you've got a chance to learn something?"
Just reaffirmed what I already knew.
Words I've heard before, but a stronger understanding.
Jinglong's like nodding along as you all are saying this.
I gotta work on my form though.
I
Fantastic.
have a path.
Combat form, mind you.
Yeah.
Not
Hearing you say that in particular, Pluzak, like they all get very excited, and they're like, Jinglong's like, "Oh, fantastic! A path is exactly what it should have guided you to. An understanding of your own way. That is the ideal. Might I ask, did you all fight or come to an understanding?"
a little bit of both.
He kind of nods at you, Kara. Looks around at the others.
No attacks were thrown. They were not needed.
He smiles at you, Leif.
I am more brittle than I thought.
That is fine. Sometimes learning that can be far more beneficial than being strong to begin with ever was.
I honestly half expected, out of character, of course, one of these 5 dudes to be dead.
So I will tell you the intention was the Lotus was never going to kill any of you. If you died, you would have gotten kicked out.
No,
but I
I
didn't expect
don't,
that to
like
happen,
in
so-
my mind,
One of them
I
is
rationalized
unconscious.
Yeah.
Yeah, I rationalized it as them acting out as our duplicates, you know?
Oh, interesting. No, that's not what was happening. They're all just undergoing the same training you kind of were.
Well, yeah.
Okay. But yeah, awesome. So regardless, at that point, Xinglong and Jia would look over at the priestess and thank her for allowing us space within your halls. We thank you. I will take my guests back to our residence now and confer with them over what they have learned. We will see you later, priestess. And she simply nods and then kind of like returns to her position in the center here, overlooking the Lotus and the people around it. And besides that, Xinglong would just kind of start to lead you all away. He would ask if you all want to perhaps go to the hot springs at all, if you feel the need to relax or rest there. That's really more thematic. We can do that if you want, but for the most part, the content of tonight is done, unless you guys have questions you want to ask or RP that you would like to try and do.
I'm good. I actually got to run from here, but I would like to
Absolutely.
thank everybody for allowing my buddy to come play my Echo.
Absolutely. Thanks for having
no
him.
worries.
Yeah.
I'm glad it worked out okay. I'm sorry we couldn't do more of like a true character, but some
No,
point
that
in the
worked out
future.
great. I told you today, asked if he could come play. So
Yeah.
Thank you for being so realistic. I felt like there was another Leif.
that was I was sitting here because he's sitting right next to me, and so like I showed him the notebook with the code names in it and stuff.
No, I knew those.
Yeah.
Yeah, he knew those. He was an Echo.
I'm like, in a minute, say this. I just
No,
watched,
no,
I watched all you guys
I-
go, oh shit.
I
The
knew
soup is bad was pretty good too. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was great. No, and he's trying to hit up a one shot too. So
Absolutely.
Hey,
The
I mean,
20
like, there's one
actually
upcoming one,
have-
right?
So besides the level 21 that I'm trying to run on the 25th, I have 2 other scenarios on the back
Wait,
burner
what
that I'm
level
gonna
is
try
it?
and do.
20.
Level
He
2
said the level
20.
21,
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
not 21.
21. No, you have
I
to
was
build 2
like,
characters. You have to build a
what?
level 20 character and a level 1 character, and I'm
I'm
not
in
Yeah, we're
telling you
getting
which
back to
one you get to use.
3.5.
yeah, yeah, we'll both be out of town for that one.
I will. We'll catch you on the next ones, though. That's what I'm saying. I have 2 other ones in the back burner, so we'll find times to.
I mean, we do
to
this
other ones,
regularly, so whenever you have time.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
was good because I got to just show him what to do while he's doing it, and he's taking to it hard. So he's trying to fuck.
Awesome, fantastic to hear.
Trying to fuck.
Yeah, hey man, that is the Leif way, all right.
Yeah.
Fish,
what I
fish,
told him. I
fucking
said,
booze.
"All right,
That's
we
kind of his thing,
We like
right?
3 things.
So-
We like to fish, we like to fuck, and we like to fight.
Yeah, that's
He's
true
like,
too.
I can
trying.
get by
You
this.
just
I kept
exist
trying
off
to
of
tell him,
alcohol.
like, try to fuck the mirror. Try to fuck
Oh, there you go. You could have tried to seduce yourself.
He
Yeah.
wanted it bad.
Yeah.
No.
Fucking fuck him, dude.
I honestly loved your solution though, to offer yourself alcohol. You're like, I know me.
Yeah, that's exactly what I thought. Before anything happened, I was like, we should try and get ourselves drunk.
Yeah.
And
yeah,
then
no,
when
it-
he takes it,
it gave
be
me good
pissed
pause.
that he took it and
Yeah.
take it back from him
Yeah.
because you would be jealous of yourself
Exactly.
getting alcohol.
It was probably the most true like character actions I think that we had among that. So that was pretty great.
That was great. Yeah, thanks again. All right, I gotta get out of here.
Absolutely, guys. Thanks for hanging.
All right, I'll talk to
Night,
you.
guys.
Later, guys.
Have a good one.
Later.